There we go.
I was like, I'll do the whole fucking song.
I think Robert might have figured out how to like make a stop to it. He's like, if I just let him go for 30 minutes.
Yeah, me and Robert briefly discussed before we started about maybe we should just leave the pews in 2018, and like then I told Alex.
I was a little upset,
and he looked like he died a little bit inside. And like, not gonna lie, as soon as we started doing the pews again, like I'm instantly back into it.
You love it again.
I think what kind of threw me off was like you know how we said, oh, it would be fun if we just start out the best of episode with like 10 minutes of pews,
and we did.
I think after like 45 seconds, it started to annoy me, so I had to skip it all, and that's just been stuck in my brain. But doing it again, I forgot. It's not for them. This is for us. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, what is the best way we could draw people into the podcast? Well, it's definitely not just yelling pew, pew, pew at the top of your lungs to begin it. Like, that's probably also the quickest way to turn people off.
Listening to the best of, I want to thank everybody for sticking through my early days. That shit was rough.
Hey, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It was funny.
Well, there were times like
the 1920s draft. We were laughing for approximately 60% of that bit.
Yeah,
there was not as much content as it seemed like there was.
We thought it was so much. Yeah, it was about 10 minutes of laughing, and then like us just being goofy the rest of the time.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, we got a time
High
machine.
Pockets. That was I forgot about High Pockets. I laughed so
much. The best of is one of the ones like I usually go and I'll listen back to parts of the episodes we do, especially when I'm trying to like find stuff that like we talked about. But like I always make a point to go and listen to the best of every year just because it's like kind of fun to like relive. Like, oh yeah, we did talk about that. Like we did that whole horoscopes bit, and it was like that was 15 minutes. I don't even remember doing that. Like,
yeah, no, you said that earlier that was funny. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't remember that. I haven't gotten back to that part.
Yeah, it was interesting, but the best of was fun, and I hope all of you guys listen to it, especially because I put a lot of work into it. Because, like I always say, and this is my maybe I don't have a New Year's resolution. Like we were gonna get into that
this
but,
year. Oh yeah.
But like every year, I'm like, hey Alex, you know what would be really great is if like every week all you did was just chop up one bit from that week that you can use for a best of at the end of the year, and then at the end of the year, all I gotta do is just go through the bits I already had saved.
Yeah.
But I do
Instead,
that.
you save it and do it all in like 36 hours.
I do it for like 4 days or for like 4 weeks. I'll do it 4 weeks every year, and then I stop. And then it comes like the day or two before I had to put out a best of. And
so basically, you
I just
make
gotta
it as
waste
long
a
as
whole
most
day.
people make it in the gym.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, but so like that's why like, and we'll get to all that stuff coming up here. But I'm just happy to be back live with you guys. Like I know we only took a week off, but I missed you guys. I missed the podcast. It
felt like 2 weeks.
There were things that were happening that I was like, why aren't we on PTG breaking this down? We gotta tell the people what's happening. Bird Box, we gotta talk about that shit. I mean, I know you guys didn't watch it, but I have some takes. Football was on, and I was like, Pat and me should be talking about this right now.
Yeah, I was.
Luckily, some shit happened, so we can still talk about it. We're going to shoehorn it anyways. It's our podcast. That's what we're going to do.
I kept wanting to text you during the last 2 weeks during Giants games, but I was just like I know what he's just feeling.
He's
the same
already
things
dead
I'm
inside.
Feeling. Yeah,
he's dead inside.
Exactly what
so
I'm
it doesn't
feeling.
Matter.
It's just like I want to talk to you about it, but like, it just what's the point?
Well, the only solace that I had in that Giants loss was that Vander Esch or whatever the fuck his name was got hurt for a period of time. I know he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, he was right.
But it was still just like
the wolf.
If that is if that takes you guys out because you thought it was a good idea to play starters in the final weekend of the season, then I hope that's it. But yeah, I don't know. It was a meaningless game.
The claps told him to do it.
I would have fucking liked to get that win, but that hurt. That hurt. It was not fun. And I was pretty bummed, honestly, starting this podcast. I was watching West Ham. I'm currently watching West Ham against Brighton, Hove, and Albion, or BHA. Brighton is what we're going to call them.
Just watching it during
Seagulls.
the podcast, totally professional.
Well, we are America's West Ham podcast, so obviously we need to be, like, our finger on the pulse. We need to be discussing these things. I feel like I keep using that phrase, and I need to stop. Because I think I said finger on the pulse like 4 times at the live podcast. And I was like,
whatever.
This isn't in my like vocabulary.
Apparently it is.
I guess so. That's the year of the pulse.
Just change it to finger on the puss and see if anybody notices.
I think it might get frowned upon from that.
Not if nobody notices.
Or I could become president. You don't know. You don't know. We can't rule anything out. But it's good to be back. Episode 264 is what we're working on right now. And I thought we did pretty well last year. I had fun with 2018. I hope 2019 is even better than that. But welcome to the Gravy Box. Welcome to the podcast, and happy 2019, happy New Year to everybody.
The fuck is the Gravy Box?
The Gravy Box, like Bird Box, but it's the Gravy Box. I don't know. I'm trying to stay topical.
I almost didn't respond to that, but I was
Pat,
like
I said, finger on the pulse.
Finger on the puss.
Finger on the pulse.
Finger on the puss.
What does it mean to have your finger on the? It means you're just making sure somebody's not dead, right? That's all it is.
I've never put thought into it.
Because if you think about it, like he's got his finger on the pulse, like he knows what's going on. That's I think what it means. But like originally, that just meant like, oh, he knows that this guy's alive.
A better question would be, and I need answers to this: if we change it to finger on the puss.
We can't do that.
Hold on, but if we did, I need someone to give us an explanation for why it's not dirty and just like what it means.
Yeah, you're touching a cat.
Yeah,
it's a stray cat.
Because cats freak out easily, and you keep your finger on it. If it twitches, you know something's going down.
Yep, there we go. That's what it is.
Finger on the
That's
puss.
what it is. I see what you got. Okay, we can get into where you've been. I got a couple questions though. Like this is a group discussion here. I got my Christmas tree up still. Now, it was New Year's, and I was lazy, and I didn't want to do anything, so I haven't taken it down. I know it's January. Like, how long do you get before you're, like, you're officially a lazy slob for not putting your tree up?
The longest you can get is 2 weeks after New Year's Day. You get 2 weeks, because nobody expects it to be gone before New Year's.
Right.
Christmas.
New Year's, some people do that.
Those people are weird.
They're just go-getters.
That's like 7 days of just straight up partying. You don't clean your house during that time. Then after that, the new year starts. You're trying to keep up with your resolutions and whatever bullshit you're doing. And you're like, it's a new year.
Right.
Nothing's going to change because I'm a fucking adult and life sucks. So, like, you got to get your brain out of that.
Right.
So, like, you can put it off for, like, up to 2 weeks. Once it goes past 2 weeks, it's, all right, dude, we're halfway done with January. Get the shit out of your house.
About halfway done through. Okay, so I was going to guess maybe midway through January. What are your thoughts, Robert?
That's, like, the longest you can go.
Like, I would honestly...
It really should be a week.
I think I'll even give you a little leeway. Like, if it's, like a month after, like January 25th. But, like, I better not see a fucking tree in your house in February, you know? Robert, what say you?
I actually say 1 week.
You think 1 week? Okay,
1 week.
1 week is, like, reasonable.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it should be. I'll give you 2 because I'm a lazy piece of shit, too.
Right. And I just don't want to call
off.
myself a lazy piece of shit. But,
I'll do
like,
it.
yeah, okay. All right, well, you know, you're just being real. You're just being real there. But, okay, as long as I'm not, like, past, like, that limit yet. And I put it up late, too. I put the tree up, like, a week or two before Christmas. So it's not even been up for a full month yet. I feel like if you get a full month's worth of it, you're okay. But, like, I don't know. I'm going to take it down by the end. Like, next week, you guys, it won't be up there. Deal. That's future Alex is gonna take care of that.
Future news. Alex's tree is still up.
No, it's not. It's not. What? It won't be. I got it. Emma's not feeling confident that we're gonna take it
It's a
down.
summer tree. I don't know what you guys are saying Christmas
It's just a
for.
tree. It's just a tree.
Most people have potted plants. We said fuck that. We wanted a whole tree.
That is true. That is true. Like, what if you just took the ornament? What if you just took the ornaments off? Yeah.
Like you decorated it for
Put
like
it in a
Halloween.
pot?
Like you put Easter eggs on it and shit too. Just like whatever the next hearts.
Can
on
a
it for
Christmas tree be a
Valentine's.
year-round tree?
You can just call it like a holiday tree since there's like holidays every month.
And yeah.
Valentine's Day, little party hats for your birthday.
I don't know if you can hear Emma. Emma's throwing out some great ideas.
Yeah.
Like you can put party hats on it for birthdays. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. I like where we're going.
Don't
with
call it a
this.
holiday tree then, because then you just sound like the person who's trying to be PC and not say Christmas tree to not offend people at Christmas.
But it's all the holidays because you could put those fireworky things for 4th of July.
Called a year tree.
Yeah.
It's just for the whole year.
Yeah.
Or it's a tree.
A decorative tree.
It's a house tree.
House tree.
Decorative tree. I like that.
House tree. Yeah.
House plant.
I mean, it is like, but like if you have a
We had a fern.
a ficus,
A ficus.
which isn't, it's got
We
wax
used to
on
have
it,
a fake one in my house.
and it died.
Well, no, it
I'm
didn't
just kidding.
die, but because
I'm
I
just kidding.
forgot
I mean,
to
yeah.
water it. But
That was
that's
Mitch
just-
Hedberg, right?
That was just a thing. We could bring that. It could be a treat.
Should we make that our thing?
Yeah, make it your thing. Don't take it down ever.
All right.
Can
Done.
I always
It's
have
a
lights
fake
on
one,
it,
right?
though?
Super easy.
Yeah, it's fake.
What?
Yeah, then never.
When you have friends come over to like watch the game and stuff, you put koozies on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we just started a new business.
All right,
guys.
everybody, we're backtracking. Robert cut out that whole bit where we were talking about how long we can keep Christmas trees up. Everybody, we're just gonna see who can keep their Christmas tree up the longest.
No, it still applies.
I mean, who can keep your
Christmas
decorative tree.
Christmas trees have to be gone within those 2 weeks.
Ornaments better be out.
But if you turn it into a decorative tree, then it can stay up.
So the Valentine's Day tree, you can go to the store.
Hearts,
They're
Cupids.
probably selling those little like Valentines that we'd have in school. Like they're probably selling those now. You can go start cutting those out. Go get the quarterbacks now.
The little
Like remember, like you could get
fun
Jake
size-
Plummer. You could get Jake Plummer on it and Troy Aikman and
No,
all
dude,
those
you,
people.
You get the fun size candies that just have like
just
the
hang 'em.
Valentine's Day packaging. Just
Boom.
throw those at the tree. They'll stick in there.
Well, because you can like make popcorn and put it around the tree. You just put a bunch of like needles and thread through those candy hearts and then put it around your tree.
Instead of a little angel, you put a little Cupid baby on top of the tree.
Boom. I think we really, guys, we could start selling. So what we need to do, we need to go pick up, and this is, you guys are all lawyers, remember that. Like, this is law,
Yeah, you can't steal
attorney-client privilege, so you can't, like, verbal trademark right now.
Verbal
we
trademark.
just go and we steal. Or we go pick up, like, trees that people are throwing out, and then we just resell them to people as decorative trees.
Well, it really only works with fake trees, because like real trees,
No,
you
we
have
just
to
spray
keep
it with like
alive.
wax and shit. It won't work long term. Like they'll be disappointed, but like we get the sell. And like really, like we made how much money on the used tree?
It's 100%.
It's only profit. It's only profit.
Well, once you take out the
cast.
materials to like spray them down and wax them.
I'm just saying that for the podcast.
It's
Like, we're not
90
really going to
it's
spray
like-
it down.
It's like 95% profit.
I wasn't ever planning on actually spraying it down. I was just going to say we sprayed it down with stuff, and then you're gonna be like, oh well, it got sprayed down. Yeah, it doesn't have any odor on it, so you won't know that it was sprayed. Oh, okay. Why are all the leaves falling? Well, whatever.
Could hang like I was gonna say you could hang those little like air freshener trees, but fuck those. We got Little M.
We could put Little M. Ooh.
Little M can make some fake.
Little M, just perfect already things to start decorating the tree with before
Yeah.
Valentine's Day even.
Perfect.
And then you got your honey coming over for Valentine's Day. Hey, babe, here's an air freshener for your car. Boom. Casanova right there. Guys, we have a great idea. Just, we're decorative trees.
This is
What-
what
what-
they call keeping your finger on the puss.
Or pulse, whatever. Or pulse. Some would say pulse. Okay, let's get in. Like before we get any more great ideas, let's hop into where you been. And I guess this is gonna be an extended version of it because we've been away from you guys for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Even though with you obviously had the entertainment that was the best of 2018. Hopefully you guys all listened to it. And but anyways, this is where you been, where we just tell you where it is that we've been.
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
All right, Pat, you want to start us off, buddy?
Yeah. So, God, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember now what I did 2 weeks ago when we were off that week. I worked a little, I guess.
Did
but,
you have
like,
off a bit, like quite a bit?
I had off all of last week.
Okay, that's nice.
So basically, on Friday, I just drove up to Fredericksburg and I spent an entire week just like eating and drinking, like and just chilling up there. Like, it wasn't real super eventful, but it was just a week long
It's
of
time
like
off.
what I
It's time
normally
off.
do for a weekend. I did it for like 9 days instead of 3.
Yeah.
So it was really tight. And just hung out, watched a bunch of football.
Oh, dude, that was the best part.
At one point,
Every day at
I went
11
to
a.m..
I went to HEB 4 times in 2 days.
Ooh.
Because my dad was just constantly cooking, like, because,
Uh-huh.
And so I went with him to HEB one morning, and then I got back, and my grandpa was like, hey, can you go to HEB with me? And I was like, sure.
Why not?
So then the next morning, I had to go to HEB with my dad again to get more materials for what he was cooking that night. And then we were just, me and my brother were like, oh, fuck, we need to go in town and get this and this. And then, like, while we were out, I was like, hey, can you just swing by HEB? I'm like, dude, they, like, know me personally now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here more than the employees.
You basically work there. You
But-
could just go back in the back and like
I could.
just start
But, I mean,
stocking
it's HEB,
stuff.
so I'm not angry about it. HEB's
It's
awesome.
true. HEB is fun.
The,
It is
the
fun.
HE Bizzle.
And they're usually pretty friendly with you.
They're super friendly. Great
They
people.
usually are. And they support our cult.
Yeah, but yeah, I drank a bunch of vodka cranberries because it was festive.
Yeah. You can go with. I guess vodka cranberry is always a stylish drink
Basically,
because it fights bladder infections. That's
true.
what it does.
But and also basically the entire time I was drinking out there, 90% of my cocktails, I'd say, I was drinking out of my weekly D Yeti that I got. So thank
nice.
you guys. That was
nice because you were the first one there.
Yeah.
Even though you kind of had to be there anyways, but
whatever. I'm prompt.
yeah, that was cool that they gave it to
And
you.
I'm on time.
That was, yeah, a little loophole paid off, but because you were required to be there,
I was basically just I'd finish it.
you showed
And
up.
then every morning I'd just hand wash it and fucking start drinking out of
Yeah.
it immediately all day again.
And it's just like you get a nice little pour in those things. You can hang on to it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
sip on that all for a few hours at least.
Yeah, I had
It's
to do
pretty
some
great.
yard work. I made a vodka cranberry. It stayed nice and cold
Perfect.
in there.
It's perfect.
And I guess I'll just give a quick rundown of the best gifts I got. I got a Santa hat that in the little poof ball at the end, it had a bottle opener in there.
Nice.
And then like one
That's
of those.
clutch. That's clutch.
It's a metal head scratcher, but it kind of looks like if you took a wire whisk and then just cut the end of it, so like all the prongs just fell
Dude,
out like that. So
I
you
have
rub it up
one
and
of
down on your
those.
head.
I got one of those as well.
Yeah, dope.
And
as
I got
shit.
the back scratcher to go with it. It looks like a fork.
Yeah, got a bunch of new underwear, which is as an adult is always dope. Like it's a shitty present as a kid. And as an
Robert and I
adult,
were talking
yes.
about that, where it's like, I'm not trying to give away your where you've been, but he was like, I got a lot of stuff that's like, useful things that like little things that I might have needed.
Yeah, as an adult,
and
that's
I
all
was
you
like,
want.
but like that's like what I was at. I wanted too and stuff like that. We were like, oh, I got socks. These are new socks. This is great.
Yeah.
Or you're a kid, you're like shit.
And then my sister, she got me. It was like a tasting set of whiskeys. It's 5 different ones. It's the people that make Evan Williams, but it's like the parent company, so they make
Kevin Williams.
they make them, and then there's one called Larceny, and there's like
I like
5
Larceny
different kinds.
bourbon.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the same parent company. So it's each one. Basically, you get like 2. Like if you're just pouring a glass of whiskey, you get like a finger and a half, 2 fingers out of it. You basically get 2 drinks out of each one of them. There was 5. Like there was a rye whiskey in there. There's a wheat whiskey, which I drank some of that yesterday. And it was okay. Not phenomenal, but I haven't got to the Larceny yet. But that's
pretty great.
I'm excited for that.
You've already had that stuff before, though, right?
Yeah, I've had it before. But there's a couple. Like there's a small batch Evan bourbon. Like they're all
Okay.
small batch whiskeys.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, they didn't throw like regular fucking Evan Williams in there. It's a Evan Williams small batch that they did. So
That's pretty awesome.
kind of excited. I might just go drink all those tonight.
Why
gonna
not?
Drink all
Why
those
not?
Tonight. So my brother was like, "Hey, can I crack into them too?" I was like, "Yeah, just don't finish anything."
And he's like, too late. It's already gone.
Like you fucker.
So it's a pretty eventful little Christmas then.
Yeah. And then I ran around yesterday trying to buy booze, but Specs and Costco weren't open. So.
Oh yeah. I didn't even try and go anywhere really
And-
New Year's Day.
And then I tried when they weren't open. I was like, "Oh, I'll just get some chicken minis like for breakfast from Chick-fil-A." And I got there like 11:05. Like not even thinking about it. I was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta get regular delicious chicken sandwiches."
It's still good though.
I wanted like
but
46
You had your
chicken
mind
minis,
made
though.
up. Yeah.
Killed me.
That's thoughts and prayers. T's and P's.
T's and P's.
T's and P's. Robert, what about you, buddy?
So I've just been like wondering the origin of
Good.
the phrase.
I've been waiting for these.
Of the phrase "under the weather."
Under the weather. Now,
What does that mean?
Because technically everybody's under the weather unless
Right.
you're like an astronaut
Ooh, that's true.
or a bird.
Or a pilot who's flying really high.
Or you are in an airplane. The Wright brothers were above the weather, I believe.
No, they never got that high. They only got like 50 feet off the ground.
Okay, well then above some weather.
The more you know.
Bum, 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 bum.
They were above the fog.
So
There.
basically, it's me thinking like, like under my leadership, whatever, Tesla stock rose, whatever, right?
Right.
So that makes sense. You say under my leadership, under my whatever. So why is it like under the weather? Is it because like people thought the weather made you sick? The
Yeah.
weather makes you sick. So under like the weather's influence.
But
See,
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
because like, you know how like it was like if you get your hair wet or whatever and it's cold that you're gonna catch a cold outside or whatever it is. Like maybe that's what it was. Like you're under, but like you're still under the weather even if you're in a like we're under the weather right now.
Yeah.
We just have a roof over us. We're under a roof, but the roof is under the weather. You're really always under the weather. So yeah, I don't know. Probably some like witch or astronaut or somebody that was not under weather actually came up with it. I would say. Fucking West Ham pulled off the tie, boys. West Ham pulled off the tie.
Well, here's what Urban Dictionary has to say about it. So that's got to be true. During the days when ships were powered by sail, the captain's log documented everything that happened during the day. As sickness could spread rapidly on the ship, there were often times where the number of sailors that were ill exceeded the space provided in the log to record their names. During these times, the excess names of the sick were recorded in the next column,
I'm already bored.
which was reserved for the weather conditions of the day. Thus, it was not unusual for an ill sailor to be listed under the weather.
The weather. What?
That's pretty cool. Probably not fucking true because it's on.
I like that.
It's on Urban Dictionary, but also, I'm gonna do it like I do Wikipedia. It probably is true. Otherwise, somebody would have fixed it and come up with something
So
better.
if you're sick, you're a sailor.
You might be.
Well, that's where it comes from.
I'm pretty sure it means that I'm a sailor.
But like that just meant a lot of people were sick.
remember,
You're not foul mouthed enough to be a sailor.
I remember I
true.
sailed all the way to the Masters.
You did sail to the Masters.
So
That's true.
I'm a sailor.
I forgot about that. You're
It's
right.
true.
Yeah, dude, that was a trek, man. Like, I don't know, there were a lot of other ways you could have gone, but bold move, dude. And like navigated back in
Were
a
you
week
cussing
too.
though on the ship?
Did you cuss?
No.
He might have.
See,
We just didn't
you
know.
can you
if
be
you
a
cuss
sailor
and
if
no
you
one
don't
hears
cuss?
it? Did you cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's you still cussed.
Okay.
Just 'cause nobody heard it.
Well, I mean, if a bear shits in the woods and blah blah blah.
I mean, think of all the
Did it
people that
even
just
happen?
start podcasts. Nobody listened to them, but you still did the podcast.
If you go to the gym and you don't post about it, did you go to the gym? I would argue no.
If you go to the gym and you don't act like you're checking your sleeve in the mirror, but you're actually checking out your own flex, did you really go to the gym?
Did you? I would say no. Still, I would still say no.
God, I don't miss those people. I haven't seen one of them in 5 years, and
Yeah.
I am very cool with that. Heart disease, come take me.
Embrace the sweet taste of death.
I have.
I have. I've been doing very similar stuff to. I was not in Fredericksburg, but I've been watching a lot of sports. Between football, West Ham, I feel like played like 5 times over the break. They had a couple day games as well, and they finished out the month of December pretty well. And they were just trailing right now, but were able to battle back and score 2 goals in like 10 minutes and tie a game up. And I don't know. I'm getting really like
That's the point.
It's getting to the point where like there's no Giants season anymore. It's just West Ham right now, and Daddy's riding that out. Daddy's gonna ride that bad boy out. But I've been like bowl
You
games.
got the Rockets, too?
Yeah, Rockets are hot right now. Bowl games, I've been watching a lot of those. Like I don't really give a shit about those games, but I did bet a lot of overs on them, and I got to watch those. And it's just fun waking up at 11 a.m. knowing that there's gonna be like 2 games on anywhere, and you're like, I don't really care if it's Virginia Tech and like Western Kentucky
Except
or
there's
whatever
not
it
anymore.
is. Yeah, but not anymore. Well, they just came to an end. We got
Yeah, we have 12 football games
12
left.
games.
National
Huh.
championship and 11.
Oh yeah, damn. The countdown has begun.
Yeah.
I did Christmas with the family. That was we spent it with my family out in Katy. That was pretty good. My dad and my brother both had birthdays. It was my dad's birthday the 28th. My brother's birthday was New Year's Eve. So like I got that whole nice
So
little cluster.
do they get screwed on presents?
Not really. I mean,
So they just get presents like 3 days apart?
kinda, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you get
Here's
more.
your
I guess you get
presents
more of
for
them
Christmas.
on Christmas, though. Obviously.
Okay, now I got to go shopping again.
Or you
for
just
more
ration it
presents
out.
for you.
You just ration it out. You're only getting one thing on Christmas. You're also getting another thing on
3
your
days
birthday.
later.
But that was pretty cool. And like my brother's birthday being on New Year's Eve is always fun because like it's a pretty easy excuse to just like, well, we have to get drunk. It's his birthday.
Yeah, it's
so
New Year's
this-
Eve and it's his birthday. We
Yeah.
got to go get
So
taken.
this is dope. Like he had a house party over at his place. We went over there and hung out for a while. That was pretty cool. And yeah, so that's pretty much where I have been, just watching sports and Christmas and everything else. Most of you guys have been doing, I would assume, that are listening. So it's been a pretty good little couple weeks. Pretty good little couple weeks. The fucking the spooktacular was a hell of a lot of fun.
So much fun, guys.
I got pretty drunk at the end of that. Like I waited till we got off air for sure, but like I was pretty good the rest of the night.
I got to just keep drinking and talking with my buddy until his wife called and was like, "Why aren't you home?" And he's like, "I'm fine." That's always a fun one.
I'm fine.
Shut up, Aubrey. He's with me now.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that came out to that at Packard's Pub, and again, thank you to Packard and everybody for having us out there. Shout
Yeah.
out to the Weekly D podcast for opening up for us, and High Dive, who's they're gonna play at White Oak Music Hall this weekend.
Also, shout out to Packard. They got engaged.
Packard did get engaged. Congrats to
Congrats,
Packard
buddy.
and Carly, and we went out to Truck Yard and met up with them.
I don't know how you trapped her, but you got her.
Yeah, well done, man. Well done. Well, that was very
Way
smart
to out,
maneuvering.
way to outkick your coverage there, buddy.
Yeah, you did a good job, and you held on to her. So you know, if you outkick that coverage, you got to lock them down
Yep.
quick. You got to lock them down quick.
And he did it without a baby, so it's even
did a
more impressive.
Great job. Super
as far as we
impressive.
know.
Yeah, we don't
As
know
far as
yet,
we know.
but we think there was no baby involved. But yeah,
I
that's
hope
where-
we didn't just do some
what
future
if-
news there.
We may have if we did, we would like credit, and you have to name the baby Alexander Pat Middleton, even though my name's not
Ooh.
Alexander. Alex Pat Middleton
Pass gravy.
Robertson. Like, well, we're giving the baby
No,
a
Pat
last
Gravy
name.
Packard.
We're giving. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Pastor Gay Packard is better.
You
Done.
can call him Passy.
Pat. Ooh, there we go. Or P. Just call him P.
Yeah.
Pa.
Ooh, PG. Just call him PG. Those are his first two initials.
Done.
And be like, what's PG stand for? Don't worry about it.
Just ask someone else later. So yeah, that's where we've been, guys. Let me tell you guys about. Let me give you one of our sponsors. The first sponsor of the year.
Woo!
Blue Apron, old sponsor and reliable sponsor.
For
One
all
of
you
our
people that want to start out the new year eating healthy.
right.
There you
This
go.
is the way to go. You go with Blue Apron. It's the number one leading meal kit delivery service in the United States. And while many people know what they do, there's also a lot that don't know about all the great types of meals that you're gonna get to eat when you use Blue Apron. You're not just gonna be having burgers for dinner. You're gonna be making dope short rib burgers with hoppy cheddar sauce on pretzel buns. You're going to be preparing seared steaks, mashed potatoes, green beans, and crispy shallots all in 45 minutes or less, and without having to make a trip to the grocery store. They offer you 3 different meal plans. You can get the 2-person plan, you can get the family plan, you can also get the wine plan. Pick which one that you want and get involved with Blue Apron today. If you order at blueapron.com/PTG, these are some of the great items you could get this week from their menu. What do you got? Oh, so right now they have the vegetarian options as well. So it looks like they might have 4 options now instead of just 3.
Of course, they got to break out the veggie options for the first of the
vegetarian.
New year.
I think it's Jay-Z and Beyonce told people to go vegan or whatever it was, and it's
Oh,
like
they did?
if they said it, then we
They
have
betray
to.
H-Town, Beyonce.
Mediterranean veggie pitas. That's one of the. This isn't even the vegetarian menu, and you could get some of that. You get spicy beef ganache, honey
Mochi.
sesame chicken and bok choy, pepper dali and tomato sauce, and sesame kale and quinoa bowls.
Is it parpadelle? Is that what?
Yes.
It's a pasta, you gotta say. Right?
Looks pretty
Parpadelle.
dope. It looks dope. And then you got Mexican spiced chicken, lemon butter scallops. Lemon butter scallops look pretty dope. I don't know what a scallop is. Like, have you ever seen a wild scallop? Like, what the fuck is a scallop?
Well, no, I've also never seen a wild fucking sea bass either.
Or a cow. A wild cow. You don't see wild cows.
I mean, I don't spend a lot of time in the ocean. I've
But,
also
like-
never seen a wild shrimp.
Yeah, but like I've seen videos of those. You know, like Planet Earth will show you that shit. Like I've never once seen like scallops just swimming through the ocean.
That's a good point.
Like what does a scallop
Well,
look
they
like?
don't-
It's
they-
mushy.
they
It's
don't-
round.
They don't swim.
Are they just like a shell?
Yeah, it's a shelled animal.
Oh, okay.
Shellfish.
Well, then that obviously that's why you don't see them swimming around. But yeah, you can get all that, like I just said, and more at blueapron.com/PTG. We're even going to give you your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/PTG. Blueapron.com/PTG. Get your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/PTG. Blue Apron, guys, a better way to cook. Okay. Ooh, is that what it's like in just one of those like beach shells.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that's it in the water.
It's like what Ariel from Little Mermaid could have made her
Tit covers.
Her tit covers out of scallops.
Bra.
I was gonna say bra, but like it's not
No,
a bra,
I
is
know-
it?
I know
Or is
you-
it a shirt?
Well, you couldn't find the word, and I was like, I wonder if he'll go with tit covers.
Tit covers. Her titty covers. Covering up them tatas. But yeah, blueapron.com, gang.
That's weird to say because she's supposed to be like 15, 16 years old.
She's older now, obviously.
Okay.
She's older. I mean, she's aged with us, I would say. Right?
There you
She's
go.
older
That's-
than us.
That's the best view. It gives you the view from the side.
Okay. So can you get like a bunch of scallops out of one, or is it just one per?
No, it's one.
That sucks. Scallops are dope, though.
That's why
if you
they're
make
expensive,
if you make
bro.
a scallop dope, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Bacon wrapped scallops. Oh.
Pan seared, a little bit of butter.
I want some scallops now.
Mm-hmm.
I want some scallops. All right. What do we got next? We got Comeback Kid of the Week. Ooh, first Comeback Kids of the year. By the way, I was doing some best of editing the first podcast of the year last year. I believe we had a government shutdown. We still have a government shutdown. So how like it's really just like they're honoring like a tradition. If you think about it, it's not bad now. It's just like this is what we do at the beginning of every year. Just shut it down.
Yeah.
Just shut it down.
No, we're totally different, guys. Now reelect us, and we're gonna change.
Right.
By the way, at the beginning of every year, we're gonna shut down the government because we can't agree on fucking anything.
Because yeah, and we're gonna be really far apart from agreeing on
Which
anything.
was
Still,
like, you can't shut down the government. Why the fuck not? Mm-hmm. The troops are still getting paid.
Oh, yeah? They just get
and-
back paid,
Oh,
don't
wait,
they?
wait. Is the country still running?
I think
Also, we
so.
don't need all those fucking people.
Then
Shock.
lay them off. I don't know. I mean, not everybody, obviously, but like the ones that can't fucking make decisions,
Essential personnel only.
right? I mean, just seem. And if you're not making decisions that are saving us, you know, that are keeping the government running, then I would argue you're not really essential, are you?
Yeah.
At this point, because you haven't essentially been doing anything.
Well, I'm an
so-
office aide. I run papers back and forth. Yeah, we have email now. We don't need you.
That's true.
Just don't use private servers.
I'm sure that they do more shit than I know of right now. But still, like it seems simple enough. You would think. But this is Comeback Kid, guys.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom.
One other cool part about the Spooktacular was the pew-pews right at the beginning when everybody was doing that with us, and then when people knew the lyrics to that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And everybody said bitch. I like that. It's like very few times do you get to like have, it's like, oh, people actually listen to this. This is cool. I thought a lot of people were just like, I just had to show up because somebody brought me. It's like, you guys.
No, we did have a damn good
tight.
crowd this year.
I know. I'm really, I can't thank you guys enough for coming out there. That was awesome. And we put a lot of effort into putting that bad boy on too.
What we might need to do next year though is just give Robert those little signs that the guys around the tee at golf hold up that just says "Quiet, please."
Or just bring another speaker in.
Another speaker. So many times McClellan's sitting on the side without headphones on. He's like, I can't hear you.
Yeah, we didn't have headphones. We need the.
We should probably plan ahead for that next year.
Right. We kind of figured it all out on the fly. We had some audio issues sort of as it was going.
Well,
but
what
let's
really
not get
is,
into
I
that.
think we've got the headphones. We need like extenders. That's
right.
all we
What
need.
we should have done is we should give Patrick my headphones, and I should have just taken the shorter headphones that wouldn't reach to him. Is what should have happened.
I didn't know there was a third pair. That's 100% on you.
And
I would have thought of that if I knew they were there.
thought thinking back to it, but on the fly, I was like, I didn't know we had those available. I didn't think about it. But we live and we learn, and everything went all right.
We didn't have our finger on the puss on that.
We
one.
didn't. We were. That was not 2019. 2020. It was not. Yeah, it was 2018. 2019
I'm gonna
is the year we're
shoehorn
doing
that
that.
in every chance I get.
That's pretty funny. Okay, Comeback Kid. Let's start off with resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
That's back. Everybody's got their New Year's resolution. I mean, not everybody, but
Did you make one?
No, I didn't.
Robert, did you make
Well,
one?
I was gonna give up smoking.
But like you don't
Yeah,
smoke.
I actually did make one.
Oh, Robert, what's yours?
I am gonna go. I'm gonna do.
He's gonna give up swearing.
No, I'm gonna do. It's better than that. I'm gonna do dry January, and I'm gonna try to keep it the whole
dude.
year actually.
Oh,
But
wow.
you don't-
That's a hell of
you
an
don't drink.
achievement.
Really?
No, he's just not going to shower, is what he's talking about. Like, he's not going to shower. He's not going to go out in the rain.
Wait, what do you-
he's
what do
going
you-
to
what do you
literally
mean
just
dry?
remain dry.
Hold on, what do you mean dry January?
I'm not gonna drink.
You don't drink anyway.
No, I like those. I like that. He's gay. So you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Guys, I'm gonna give up eating vegan.
I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm giving up smoking cigarettes. Because sometimes when I get drunk, I'll bum a cigarette off of somebody, and now I won't do that.
He's giving up his O'Douls.
I'm going to give up skateboarding competitively.
Yeah, I don't even make resolutions.
I'm probably going to quit squatting in the gym now.
I know I'm not gonna keep any resolutions, so I don't make them. But I really considered the other day on Twitter to put out that my resolution is to this year I'm gonna be my most authentic me. So, which is just another way of saying I'm not fucking changing anything. Like I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna change anything. But this way it looks like because you see people that put that shit out there. I'm gonna be true to myself this year. You're not fucking doing anything. That's just a way to say you're making a resolution without making a resolution.
Yeah. Like, you just want to talk. You're just trying to fill time right now. That's what
I'm
you're
trying
doing.
to be inspiring to other people, even though I'm a piece of shit that can't come up with a fucking resolution that I will keep because I don't want to change anything about my life because I'm a selfish asshole.
Well, I'm going to, I think you should be able to, have, you could alternate and just, shift an audible, midway through the year. You get 3 of these. You get 3 of these.
3 resolutions.
You get to you know what? Actually, I'm going to do this instead.
This week I'm holding this resolution, but next week I'm going to change it to my backup. And then the week after that I'm going to go back to 1, but then I'm going to go to 3. That's actually not a bad idea.
I'm just saying. It's not a bad idea for sure. I'm trying to find the Kendrick Lamar. My New Year's resolution is to stop all this pollution. Talks too much motherfucking shit or whatever it is. He has a whole bit on it, and bitch don't kill my vibe. But I like.
But
it.
I do want to travel somewhere by plane because I've never been on a plane.
You've never been on a plane.
Dude,
Never
it's
been on a
dope.
plane.
It's kind of a hassle, but it's fun.
It's not. Yeah, if you get delayed and stuff,
That's gonna be my first experience, I
not
bet.
great. Yeah, that would be the most the perfect.
Just take
right
a,
off the bat.
Take a
this is gonna-
Southwest flight to Dallas for the weekend.
No, I don't want to go to Dallas.
Yeah, good call right there. I like that. I
Or
like that. He's a
Louisiana.
smart man.
I'm
Don't
just
give them
saying,
your money.
Somewhere
Don't
where it's
give
like
them
a
your money.
45-minute flight. So you don't have to drop $300 on your ticket.
No, if I'm going to travel somewhere, it's because I want to go there.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Not just because they killed our president
Yeah, I'm not just going to go.
years ago. People don't forget.
Ooh, you should go to Philadelphia and try and track down any clues that Nicolas Cage missed.
I really want to go to Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
No particular reason why. Just
You could be under the weather there. They got a lot of that.
I want to go on vacation, get rained on. Where can I do that?
Well, I mean, I think there's some cool shit in Seattle.
There is.
Portland, maybe.
That's not Seattle.
I know, but
okay.
other cities.
I was like, Portland is close, I think, but it's not Seattle. You go to a Timbers game.
You should go to
Yeah.
Northern California and join the Sons of Anarchy.
Go to NoCal, yo. Just go be a Cali bro.
NorCal.
Just go get some In-N-Out dog, right? No.
Go to Nebraska because I don't feel like they get any tourism and they need it.
Except for what was that? Was it Vince Vaughn? That movie where where they were just like, let's just take the first ticket out of here, and they went to like a Nebraska football game. No, it was Yes
don't
Man.
know.
Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
I never saw it.
Well, sure. Well, I know Robert didn't, so I'm not even going to delve into that.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should let the listeners vote on where Robert's going to go on vacation this year, and then you have to do what they say.
Robert. Yeah,
In the continental
But
United
Robert,
States.
you get to make the Twitter poll. You put out 4 ideal cities,
Okay.
and then wherever they pick, that's where you go. It'd be like Jim on The Office, and then you start spinning a globe and just pointing your finger at where it might be, and wherever it lands, and you're going to say you're going to go there just so you can miss Pam's wedding. And that was my way of just shoehorning The Office into this show because I hadn't in a while. So,
Yeah.
Okay, Comeback Kid, resolutions. So yours was you're not going to cuss or drink.
I'm not
You're
changing
not doing
anything.
one. And I'm giving up smoking cigarettes even though I don't smoke cigarettes.
I give it like a month and a half before you break yours, though.
What if I like become a chain smoker?
Well, I fucked that one up.
God damn it! It just made me want to smoke more.
I saw an old ad for Joe Camel, and he looks so cool.
He was the coolest.
I just want to be a camel, guys.
Okay, other comeback kids this week having to do with the new year hangovers. That was kind of a lot of people, if not the majority of the population, I would say, on
New Year's Day? Not me.
Really?
I didn't go out on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
I had like
party?
3 people hit me up, and I was just like, nah, I don't want to be around people this year.
I was definitely hungover.
So like,
on
I
New Year's
watched
Day.
The Office
Yeah.
and was in bed by like 12:20.
I've been rewatching Always Sunny in Philly this last couple weeks.
I think I'm gonna rewatch
pretty
Frasier.
solid.
I think that's what I'm about to
Frasier.
start.
Emma's rewatched Frasier.
I love
She's a big
Frasier.
fan.
Such a great show, funny show.
Yeah,
Really,
pretty funny.
really makes you use your noggin.
Yeah, it does.
Introduces some culture into your life.
Culture. You sound like you're being Dr. Evil or Lorne Michaels.
Yeah.
One of
Well,
the
and
two.
also plus, Eddie the dog is awesome.
That's true. I mean, a dog is always awesome.
Yeah.
Dogs are always awesome.
He's
Except
good.
for Cujo.
He's a good boy. He's a
Cujo,
Jack Russell Terrier.
Although I would
He runs
lead-
around. He listens.
I would argue that Cujo was maybe misunderstood and misled, and that was probably why he had to act out.
Well, he got rabies. His brain.
Was it
deteriorated.
Cujo?
I think so.
I think you're thinking Old Yeller.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Cujo.
Whatever. Whatever. Hangovers are definitely back.
I did have a fucking nasty one last Sunday though.
Yeah.
I got absolutely just shit bombed the first Saturday I was in Fredericksburg. So Sunday, as soon as my family left to go into town to do whatever bullshit they were doing, I just made myself throw up.
Yeah.
As soon as they left, to make myself feel better, and then I couldn't even look at booze the whole day.
Yeah, that's tough. We're like
Oh.
just the thought of it. You're just like, I can smell it.
Like
I can taste it.
I missed half of I missed most of the Packers game that week. Like the one where Aaron Rodgers came back in the fourth quarter and then that we won in overtime. I watched like part of the first quarter and I was so fucking out of it. I had to go take a nap. And my dad comes and wakes me up and goes, "Hey, Aaron's fucking killing it and we're going to overtime now." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" Last I saw we were down 21. I was like, "Yeah, I guess it's time to get back up now." So like I missed most of the morning games that week. So I was like, "Oh, I hope Alex doesn't text me wanting to discuss this because I don't fucking know."
Yeah, that's why you got to get NFL Rewind, and you can just rewatch it all the next day.
I can't rewatch games that I've already.
I
had,
watch all 22. Watch the all 22.
No, like
I
I can
gotta
watch.
see.
I can watch film. I can't rewatch games though that I already know what happened.
Well, yeah, but then you just go see like what happened.
No,
And
I
you
mean
can
I'll
see
do
what
that
led
for
to
Packers.
what. And
But anyway, sorry,
Yeah, I
I
gotcha.
kicked that one.
Fireworks are back too. And apparently
Mm-hmm.
gunshots. It seems like we had a lot of like gunshots. They were saying that we were having a problem with being shot up into the air, which I would guess like because you can disguise it as a firework sound.
Yeah, but like also bullets still have to come down, people. So don't do that.
Yeah, not smart. Not smart. Pro fireworks, anti shooting guns up in the air to celebrate New Year's. I mean, like it's probably fun. I'm not gonna say it's not.
Shoot guns,
fun,
just don't
but
shoot them straight up in the
Yeah,
air.
or yeah,
Shoot them into a target.
yeah, a target, like a not living target.
Yeah, not people. I'm not saying that.
Right. So fireworks were back for sure. Wheezy, not a fan of fireworks. We learned
Yeah.
that. It was first fireworks holiday we had with her this year,
Poor little
and
puppy.
she was not a big fan of the fireworks, but she hung out. She stuck it
Did you
out.
give her some Benadryl?
I did not.
You should do that.
I
It
did
helps.
not really. I didn't know she was gonna be scared. And we were already at my brother's house, and it was like, hey, just
Well, you should have
party.
anticipated it.
I didn't think about it. I don't, you know what? She's a dog. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine the next day. She was fine the next day. She's
The last
still-
one didn't mind.
No, Felicia could not give two shits less about fireworks.
God, I
They
love
didn't
boxers.
phase her at all.
She's too dumb to even know what's going on. It's a noise.
This is cool. Sometimes she'd bark at shit, but like she never was like she didn't like lose her mind over it or anything like getting mad about it barking or anything either way. This one is the big one. Birds are back. Sandra Bullock is back. Boxes are back. Fucking
Basically, so
box.
Bird Box is
a
back.
box.
Box.
Fucking box.
Still wearing my
The box hunter.
hunter.
We're box hunters over here. I like that you rocking the Christmas sweaters after Christmas. You see, they're not just for Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
You can rock these
I've
all
got
the time.
my Pasker shirt on underneath too.
There you go. So
Case
you
I-
haven't changed
case
since
I
the
got too
Spooktacular?
No.
I've worn the exact same
Not gonna
attire.
lie, I didn't wash these because when I went to grab this morning, the Pasker shirt was still inside of it, and I was like, "Oh,
Fuck it.
well, that works."
It's like now
I
I don't
didn't-
even have to find a shirt.
It was cool. I wasn't sweating.
Yeah.
So we're
there
good.
You go. Well, you know they sell those like flannel shirts with the long sleeves under them that are just sewn in. Like it's basically just like one of those.
Pretty much.
You just chose to like not sew it in.
Yeah. Well, also, I didn't notice that the green shirt was in it until like I was putting it in my car. Like I grabbed it because it was on the chair the
Oh,
whole
okay.
time.
Yeah, yeah,
It was just
yeah.
hanging on the chair in my room. So I grabbed it this morning. I was like, "Oh, good. I'll throw that on for the podcast."
There you go.
And then I like threw it in the car. I was like, "What's green?" And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "Oh, the Spooktacular. I should wash my clothes sometimes."
People, I feel like always watch, like when they watch the podcast, the video feed we have, where you can see every week on our Facebook page and on YouTube as well. Robert does a fantastic job of cutting it all up and
Phenomenal.
putting it together and making it look really good. And if you didn't see the live version, the live video version of our Spooktacular,
Oh,
you
gotta
got to
watch
go
that.
back and watch that because that was some good footage that Robert got there. And so go check it out every week on Facebook. But people will just be like, do you just wear Pass the Gravy shirts all the time? I was like, well, when I know I'm getting recorded while I'm doing my fucking podcast, I'm gonna try and
Right.
promote my shit, like promote the brand. I'm wearing my
For the brand.
my Stop Hammers Time shirt right now, supporting West Ham. A lot of people don't know the reference, which is funny as shit to me because what does that mean? I'm like, it's like, isn't it Hammer Time? I'm like, yeah, but it's a soccer team. I'm like, did you make this? Like, I did make this. I did. Yes, I know. It's not a regular saying. I made this. But yeah, so Sandra Bullock, Birds, boxes are back because the movie Bird Box was like all the internet could talk
So
about.
also overrated movies are back.
Well, we'll get to that. Like, so, shit, what was it? I think, was it New Year's Eve? It was like either the 30th maybe or the 31st that I just like, it was like 2 days of just like, what are these memes with Sandra Bullock and
A
a blindfold
blindfold
on and kids with blindfolds, or like me watching whatever with a blindfold on, and then like you had the football teams who are like Dallas Cowboys fans watching their team, like, and it's like he's got like a man thong over his eyes or whatever it was, or change the color and put it on the Chiefs fan for that, or insert whatever team color and name you want to make fun of. And like I was like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, what does it mean? So I was like, okay. People were like, oh my god, if you haven't seen Bird Box, what are you doing? It's such a good movie. And I was like, okay, that's tight. Let me go check it out. You know, it's got Sandra Bullock. She was in such things as
Sandy.
Miss Congeniality, which, you know, great movie.
Hope
One
Floats.
all-time great movie, I would argue, right?
Hope Floats, Gravity.
Yeah, there you go.
Sandy Bullock, she's America's sweetheart.
Right. So I was like, let me pop this bad boy on. I did. It's about 2 hours long, and it's about 45 minutes longer than it should be. I'm not
Having not seen it, is this very accurate? It's a quiet place, but you can't look at the monsters instead of not being able to make noise so they don't hear you.
boom.
Yeah.
Boom. But like I told somebody, I was like, it's like a knockoff Quiet Place. And our boy Cole, Words by Cole on the Twitter, he was like, oh well, actually it's based off of a book that came out in 2013, which is before A Quiet Place was even out. I was like, shut the fuck up, Cole. Books are for nerds, first
Yeah.
off. So how
So
do you
basically,
expect
what
me
you're
to know
telling
that?
me is Jim Halpert took a book that was shitty, changed up the sense that couldn't be used, and made it into a good movie.
I mean, okay, so let me just say, like, I'm trying to be fair to the movie, and I'm not trying to just bash it. It wasn't
I
a
haven't
bad
seen it,
movie.
so I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
a bad movie, but the amount of hype that was given to this motherfucking movie on Twitter by everybody else that I saw, nowhere, and I don't think it could have ever lived up to that hype unless it was like the greatest movie ever. And it was just like, oh, I thought this movie was gonna like blow my mind, and it didn't. And I have a lot of questions that are still left unanswered. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but like, what the fuck? Why can people see it? Why can people not see it? Why does it do this to people? What exactly does it do? I think it makes you see fears. I don't know, but like, the ending was kind of shit, and it's weird that she called her 2 kids boy and girl the entire movie. That was like she didn't give them
That's
names.
just lazy fucking
And,
writing. Just shoe in a fucking name.
Right, but it was like, I don't know if it speaks to the character or whatever. And then there's people, well, you didn't get it because like what it really is discussion on is blah blah blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. If you like
I saw one
I
online.
hate things right now where it's like, well, so this was a movie about a bear and the bear murdered a man that was hunting. And what that really was just a look at society and how, you know, just the corporations are just eating the small business. You're like, shut the fuck up. It was a movie about a bear and a hunter.
Right.
It wasn't about anything else. Quit trying to put this other shit like, yeah, I get that you saw Get Out and now you're woke and you can do this shit. But like, every movie isn't about that shit. By the way, Jordan Peele has a new movie coming out that's like Get Out 2, which is probably like did you see the previews for it?
No, not yet.
It's like the same shit. It's gonna be the same shit.
Well, the screenshot of it, instead of the black guy looking scared and crying, it's a black girl looking scared and crying. And I was like, oh, this seems different.
So now it's like sexist and probably race based. I mean, I didn't see Get Out. I read the book.
Neither did
I read the book, aka the
So
Wikipedia
did I.
article, and it seemed okay.
Yeah, I saw the take online that Bird Box was actually just about how white people don't want to see racism, and I was like, shut the fuck
Okay,
up.
I saw something along the lines
Having
of that
not
too.
seen the movie, I can tell you
I
wholeheartedly.
saw how
shut
it was
the fuck
also
up.
like around people with depression and mental disorders too, and it's like, shut the, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're thinking way too much
How come
into
all
this.
movies have to have deeper meaning?
You're the
Why
guy-
can't a movie
but-
just be what's on the screen?
But that's what the point of the movie is. Like, I don't want to have to like debate for 4 hours after the movie like
Yeah.
what it meant.
That's why I like Adam Sandler movies, like the old ones. Like Billy Madison wasn't about anything. It was a funny movie.
It was just done, and then it ended, and you were
It was
fine
about
with it.
what was on the screen.
You
That's
looked
the
over.
movies I like.
You looked over at your buddy. Like, yeah, that was cool. That's cool. I like that. Like, you were like, dude, what the fuck? Was
Remember
that?
when they were playing Marco Polo?
But, like-
those are the movies I like.
But
Don't-
first
don't
off,
try to give me deep
and we're just overlooking this animal abuse that was done in this movie. They put these birds in a box, and they just were using the birds for their chirping and their fluttering when shit got bad. I didn't ask if the bird was there. I didn't once see them really. I guess she did give the bird water at one point, but I didn't see her ever feed him anything. She would have had to eat a worm and then baby bird it to the bird, I would argue. But like,
Probably.
what the fuck? That was animal abuse, if you ask me. I think
true.
I mean I was offended, honestly. I think the Gravy Box would have been a much better movie because I would not have put that shit in there. We would have given the kids names. We would have made it about other shit. And
Also, I'm gonna assume they
I don't
weren't
know.
in the South, because like the whole thing isn't like if you see
where
it,
they
it
were.
turns into what your fear is, and then kills you or
think-
something.
I
But
think-
here's the thing: in the South, you're gonna have a shotgun,
Mm.
and like if you see something like barge through your door and it's something you're afraid of, you're probably gonna shoot it.
well, it was like it caused like whatever it did. It was like causing mass suicides all over the place, and that was like what it was. Like, you saw
well,
it,
then
and
maybe
then,
don't have the shotgun next to you because you're gonna blow your own.
right.
brains
Well, that was that was kind of the premise of the movie. I'm trying not to give it all away, but I don't think I'm doing a great
Well,
job
it's-
of not giving
It's
it all.
been out for a week. I think people should.
Well, apparently everybody on Twitter saw it. So
Also,
like,
I think that's part of the problem with Netflix is like regular movies. You get to see trailers all over TV for them all the time, so you kind of know what you're getting into. Netflix is just like, hey, this new movie's out now. You didn't hear anything about
here
it.
are memes,
Except for like you got a week of Netflix telling you this was about to come out.
and you were confused about these memes
There
that you
you
didn't
go.
get.
There you go. Here it is. Go watch it
Yeah.
now. Like Netflix, be smart about it. Throw some trailers out on fucking TV, because then you're gonna get people to buy Netflix who don't have it because like, oh, this looks dope. I want to see it.
Robert, you didn't see it, did you?
No, I didn't, but I'm okay without trailers. I like going into movies not.
Okay,
knowing what
I'm
they're
I'm
about.
kind of with you on that. I'm kind of with you on
I
that.
don't
But
need
I
them,
do
but-
like having trailers. I do like the ability to go check out a trailer. And I think that like, but Netflix though, like, I heard that somebody was saying that like their viral marketing this way was just like, we don't need trailers, we just make memes. Like put out memes with these things, and then like people like it lit the fucking internet on fire. That's why I watched it, because I was like, what does it mean? And I still don't know what it means. Still don't know what it means. I just know if you got a guy that comes to your house and shit's getting bad, and he starts sketching weird pictures. Just fucking don't trust that guy. Just don't trust that guy. And I think I spoiled it a little bit, but like, hey, shh, it's fine. I won't spoil anymore.
Don't let people in your house. You
Yeah.
don't know.
Just Gravy Box, not Bird Box. But Gravy Box does sound like a super cool like gravy subscription service that you could go to. Like, we'll give you a gravy of the month every month.
Ooh.
Which I don't know how many kinds of gravies there are, but
It's just,
we should probably
it
know
alternates between brown gravy and southern gravy.
that. And
every
turkey.
month.
They have turkey gravy, right?
That's true.
Baby gravy. It's just jizz. They just mail you jizz. You're like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? I don't know.
What is baby gravy? Dude, this is cum.
This is cum.
They build us cum.
I thought it was icing.
Where's Jim live? I hate him. We're going to throw it on his door.
So yeah, Sandra Bullock, Birds, Boxes, all that is back. If you've seen Bird Box and you kind of have like, I don't really like need like the full breakdown, but just like, was it what I kind of guessed along the lines of if like I was sort of right to say, yeah, Alex is right. You don't have to spoil it or anything.
I'll probably
but,
just read the book tonight.
Like, how many ladles of gravy would I give it? Out of we give 5 ladles,
Yeah.
right? Out of 5 ladles, I would give it 3. I think it's a decent movie. Because to me,
It was
I'm
just
not.
overhyped.
I'm not gonna judge like the writing in this and actually the dialogue between the characters. It was like, no, I was entertained, but like the movie could have been shorter, and I still like have questions afterwards. So like I wasn't 100% satisfied.
Maybe
I
they
was,
left you with questions so you go see Bird Box 2.
but like I don't think it needs a sequel. And it was like, you said it over a sequel. I was like, I don't need a sequel. I'm good. It was
like
like Making a Murderer. Like I got so obsessed with that Making a Murderer thing when the first season came out, and then I was like, I don't fucking care anymore. And then like the second season came, I was like, yeah, I don't, not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I still
I'm just
never
not gonna
watched
watch
it.
it. You
I
didn't
still
miss too
haven't
much.
seen any of Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Stranger Things is good.
Third season's coming out July 4th.
Stranger Things is good. Yeah, but so Sandra Bullock, Bird Box, Boxes, Birds, all those, they're back. Feathers, they're back too, I guess. Fear, Blindfolds, that's back.
Knockoffs.
Kinks are back. Being quiet, I guess, even though it's sort of not really about that, but whatever. Sight, gone. That's not a comeback kid this week. Louis C.K. Louis C.K. is another comeback kid this week. Now, he is like you were a fan of Louis C.K. before
I
this
love
whole
him.
thing happened out.
I still love him.
I am as a lot of people have said, and I'm not really like taking a crazy stance. I don't believe, but like I believe that you can be a fan of somebody's work without being a fan of what they do outside of that work. You know, like if you're a great plumber, like you can be a kick-ass plumber. I don't agree with you beating your wife when you go home after you did that, but like you're still a kick-ass plumber.
Yeah.
You're not a good person. But like I don't agree necessarily with like jerking off in front of people and maybe blocking their entrances or exits, like and making them do that. I wasn't ever there though, so you know, who am I to be the judge of this right now? It seems like what he did was pretty sketchy. I'm going to believe most of the women.
He sincerely
that said this
apologized.
shit.
It wasn't a bullshit apology.
He's owned the fact that he's kind of a creep. He's
Yeah.
owned the fact that he's a creep, but like I don't think
like, he
that you should
didn't-
never be able to work again. I do think that clubs reserve the right to say no.
Yeah.
I think any place should reserve the right to serve you and all of that shit. So like that's tight. Just like if the Comedy Cellar didn't want Louis C.K. there, the Comedy Cellar doesn't need to have Louis C.K. there.
Yeah.
But you know why the Comedy Cellar wants Louis C.K. there? Because people are gonna go see Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Even in 2018, I believe it was still then, or even in
Yeah.
2019, the Comedy Cellar if Louis C.K. is there, people are gonna go see him.
Yeah,
So
I would-
Louis
I
C.K. is
would go
working
see
some
him
stuff out,
tomorrow.
or at the Comedy Store. I'm gonna go check it out. People do that. Maybe not you personally, but people do. People
Yeah.
are still fans of Louis C.K. And now it's like,
I'm
wow,
still a massive
like
fan.
so he made jokes about Parkland shooting
Yeah.
and the survivors.
I believe what it said was he
It was along the lines of they're testifying in front of fucking Congress right now. I don't.
just because they survived where somebody shot up their school
And you-
doesn't mean we have to listen to them.
And then he tried to like throw like some
Yeah.
humor into it,
Yeah, he was like,
because
oh,
you
just-
tried to push the fat kid in front of you so you didn't get shot. Why do I need to believe? Like, why do I need to listen to your stance on gun control? Why are you testifying in front of fucking
especially when like
Congress?
60% of what you're saying is just incorrect every time you say it.
But like, and like
And
I,
people go like, you can't criticize the Parkland kids. Yeah, you fucking can. Just because you lived through a trauma doesn't mean you can never be criticized again in your life. That's the dumbest fucking thing ever.
I don't follow comedy as much as you guys do, but like, is there like 9/11 jokes?
yeah,
People
yeah,
joke about
yeah,
that.
they
Yeah.
do, they do.
And honestly, I wouldn't have a problem with somebody doing a 9/11 joke the day after 9/11. Now, it's tasteless and it's not a good idea, but it's fucking comedy. There are no limits to comedy.
What I retweeted that Ricky Gervais said it. And,
Yeah, Ricky Gervais nailed it.
He said, "Please stop saying you can't joke about anything anymore. You can joke about whatever the fuck you like, and some people won't like it. They will tell you they don't like it, and then it's up to you whether or not you give a fuck or not, and so on. It's a pretty good system."
Yeah.
That
you
is
nailed it.
100% what it is. Where it's like, hey, you can hear that. Like, he can say whatever the fuck he wants, and if like Pat doesn't like it, Pat can be like, "Fuck you! You're wrong! You're dumb! That's stupid! I don't agree with that." Pat's allowed to have his opinion. I'm allowed to say what I want to say. That doesn't mean that like you're a better person than anybody or anything like that. I mean, like you know, like it's low-hanging fruit that like Louis C.K. has been doing shit like this his entire career. Louis C.K. has made jokes about stuff that are sensitive to a lot of people that he is able to try and find humor in. He's a dark comedian.
Yeah.
He capitalizes on that. That's how he's been. If you've ever seen the show Louis, that's 100% what like that show is about, you know? And these are the same types of jokes, maybe not the exact same jokes because he's working out new material. One, this was recorded without his knowledge, and Doug Stanhope came out with the whole thing about how illegal this is, how it's copyright infringement, how whoever put out this video should be in trouble, and how TMZ should be sued for putting it out and releasing it. And then people are like, well, what if it's in public interest? And it's like, well, you can't go, like, I couldn't go
You
and
can't
see.
argue that Comedy Sense in set is in
Well,
public interest.
Robert couldn't go see Aquaman and record it on his phone and then post it online because it's in the public interest because people want to talk about Aquaman.
Yeah.
No, that's still copyright
Well,
infringement. It's illegal
It's
what you're
early
doing.
on. He's working material out.
And not everything
if you ever
hits.
go see a comedian like 6 months before he puts out a special, you're going to hear the same jokes that are only about 40% the same. Because it's just
Not everything hits.
You have an idea and it fucking evolves and morphs over time. So like if this shit hadn't came out when this joke came out in 8 months, whenever he's gonna finally do a special because someone will fucking give him one, the joke would be different. Like it's not polished. It's not fully there yet.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing it in some small fucking comedy club.
I think it was the Comedy
But
Store,
people-
though. I think it was the Comedy Store,
But
which is pretty
still,
big.
whatever. But it's not a special. Like it's not special ready. Like you'll see Chris Rock and shit. They'll say they'll work on material for like a year and a half before it's fucking ready to be put into a special. And it's the same bit you've been doing for a year and a half. It slowly changes and evolves.
And going on the Chris Rock as well, there was a bit that had been out for about 7 years. There was like an HBO comedians thing.
Yeah.
And it was Jerry Seinfeld, Louis C.K., Ricky Gervais, and Chris Rock.
Yeah.
They were all sitting around, and Chris Rock just kept saying he was that Louis C.K. is the whitest N-word he's ever met. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And like this has been out for...
No, I think he said he was the most N-wordish white guy.
Or something along the lines of that.
Which is
and so
different.
then Louis does drop the N-word, and then Ricky Gervais also says the N-word, and then Jerry Seinfeld's like, whoa, I don't ever feel...
Ricky doesn't say it.
Ricky does. He does say it, but he's only kind of quoting what Chris said. I watched it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But he's like, he is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to say it because I don't want
Yeah.
to be that guy. But Jerry Seinfeld's like, I just stay away from that stuff. And it's like, one, that's why Jerry Seinfeld has staying power. That's why Jerry Seinfeld is kind of the king of comedy at this point, where it's like, he just knows, like, there's some things you don't got to touch. That's not Jerry Seinfeld's style of comedy.
it's not.
Louis C.K., Ricky Gervais, those guys are, like,
And he said
teetering
it, and he
the
said
edge.
it on stage. Like Louis said it on stage.
He was talking about the Uncle Tom or whatever, where they were calling somebody a house N-word or whatever it was. And he was using that, but he was like, my kids are reading this in school. It has this word in school.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a word in a book that you are reading. So you're like, I'm not saying that it's okay to say it. I wouldn't say it. I would avoid saying
you
it.
can't
Just
say it.
as a white dude, we
just
just
can't
fucking.
say it.
That's not our word. That's not our word. I don't fucking care. I don't care.
But
if,
there's a reason he's been
if
able to get away with
Barack
saying it.
Obama sat across the table from me. He was like, Alex, I give you the full power to use it. I'm like, nope, don't
But
do
that's
that.
also
don't
but
do
he
that.
doesn't speak for all black
Right.
people.
Right. And it's like, I don't know what it means to you. I'm not gonna abuse that. Louis C.K. is his own fucking person. If he wants to say it, you don't have to fucking like Louis C.K. You don't have to like him. But like, he's doing the same kind of shit he's done his entire career, and now people are just like, well, notice I always knew he was a creep. I never thought Louis C.K. was funny. He's like, you did. You thought he was
No,
funny.
you also
you
just never
now
listened to his shit.
You just now are like, well, he did bad things, so I don't ever want to associate. And it's like, you're fine. You don't have to do that. You can 100% do what you're doing. But just know that he's allowed to go back out and work where places accept him and people go see him, and the crowd didn't like it. Okay, well, then the crowd didn't get up and walk away.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. You know, like, I don't...
Like, you're not gonna like 100% of everything somebody does.
Right.
Like you gotta think about it like with
But you
politicians.
also have the
don't
right to say you don't fucking like it. But then, like, okay, he's got the right to say it. So your right to
He
be
missed-
offended
just
does
say he
not
missed
outdo
on one
his
bit.
right to say things that offend you.
Yeah. Like you could say, oh, he just missed on that bit, it didn't hit. It's like a politician. You can like a politician and not agree with every fucking stance they have. Which, by the way, you should never agree with 100%
Yeah, it's
of
weird
what a
if
politician
it's
says.
weird if you agree
You're
with
just
everything a
wrong.
politician says.
But like, it's the same thing with jokes. Not every joke is going to be the funniest fucking thing in the
Right.
world to you.
Look at us. Look at us. Most of our jokes aren't.
Like, I don't give it long until this shit happens to Jim Jeffries too.
But Jim Jeffries is like, I mean, yeah.
But he makes rape jokes and shit
He
like
does.
that too. But guess what? It's a rape what?
It's a rape joke.
It's a joke.
joke.
It's a joke.
Is it a joke
meant
to
to
you?
elicit
Maybe, maybe
fucking
not.
humor.
I don't know.
He's not
it's
serious
up
about
for
it.
interpretation
Which, by the way,
to you.
Louis has made fucking rape jokes too. It's a
Yeah.
joke. Like,
Yeah.
it might not be funny to you because of your experiences. Guess what? Not everything's about you. The world, and this is
Not-
what this all boils
not
down to.
everything is
the
for
entire
everyone.
world doesn't revolve around each fucking person, and most people don't get that.
And
anymore.
now we have the internet, so just because you see it, you think like, well, this
Oh,
is
now
supposed to be
everyone
for me.
has
It's like
voice.
it's not supposed to be just for you. You just wandered onto it because you were on Reddit or Twitter or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it was, and you saw it.
Where it used to be, you could just get offended in this bullshit. Now you can get offended on Twitter, and like one person can like it, and then all of a sudden there might be 3,000 people out of everyone on Twitter who agrees with you and likes it, and then one fucking person who has a name
Yeah.
likes it, and that shit just goes super viral.
Right.
And now it's a thing when really like there's 3,000 people that care about this. That's
Yeah.
it.
Louis C.K. He's back in the
Yeah.
news, and people are not happy with him.
No.
People are not happy with him. I would not have personally said the Parkland joke. I didn't think that
I
it
thought it
was
was
out
funny.
of the realm of like what he was saying on it, his comment, because like you're like as a comedian, you're supposed to have political commentary, not necessarily like you're supposed to comment on current events.
Yeah.
This was an event that had fairly recently happened. He was commenting on it,
Yeah.
trying to make humor out of anything
I mean,
he can.
I thought it was true and it was funny. Now people just found the joke tasteless, but
And
like
then there was a survivor victim's dad that was like, I bet you wouldn't say it to my face. Like, well, he says things to people's face.
I bet you he
like
would.
his
say it to
job
your
is
face.
to speak on a stage to people's faces. So
Yeah.
I don't know. He
Like,
probably
you,
would.
You nailed it this weekend when you told me like, oh, they're gonna do this to Bill Burr soon, but also Bill Burr will just go, yeah, I don't fucking care what you say.
I'll just go, fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
all right, fuck you then. Don't listen. That's literally what Bill Burr would say. Fuck you then.
I was listening
You
to
don't
something.
like it? Fuck off.
I was listening to something he was saying the other day. He was talking about after some set he did. This lady at the club was coming up to him and was like, "You want to know what my thoughts are on your joke about women?" And he was like, "Not really,"
Nope.
and just walked away. I was like, I feel like, and he'd probably still get skewered online and everything, but like Bill Burr, one, doesn't really check his shit online. He doesn't really care, and two, like I think he would
That's
just
the thing,
do.
he doesn't
he's like,
care.
yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm just not gonna talk about it. All right, like that's cool. Like, you can say that, but I'm just not gonna talk about it. Like we're not gonna discuss this. This is not what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fucking Bruins. Let's talk about the goddamn Patriots. Let's fucking talk about this other shit. We're not talking
And
about
whatever random thing pissed him off
whatever
that
the
week.
fuck else happened. But yeah, Bill Burr, I fucking love that guy. Don't ever fucking try and take him down. I fucking love Bill Burr.
Last
Unless
comeback
he
kid.
like is raping people behind my back. Like I don't know
But
about
I
it.
don't see
But
that
I don't
happening.
see him doing that. If he is, then I take back everything I just said. But whatever. Moving on.
Last comeback kid, James Harden.
James.
He's pushing
Harden.
for that MVP.
So
number 2
what is he
back-to-back.
averaging? Like 39 points a game right now.
He's got 8 straight games with over 35 points.
Fuck, dude.
Over his last 10, he's
Right
scored.
after the Rockets were marked dead, dude. People
Yeah.
thought they were dead.
Over his last 10 games, he's scored like 408 points. Like the amount of points he scored in the amount of games, the only other people that have ever done that were Kobe and MJ,
Yeah.
scoring that many points.
Those guys, I don't know if you know,
It's like,
those
you-
guys are pretty good.
Like you remember always hearing like that string of games that Kobe went on in like 07 where he was putting up like 35, 49, 48, 42, 37, like just an insane string. James Harden's done that for 10 straight games
And
now.
James Harden has never raped anybody.
Yeah.
So
And he had
allegedly.
a what was it, 40-point triple-double the other night? Or
Yeah.
was it 50-point again? I don't know.
I think he did. I think it was a 40-point triple double. But he's also had like he's the only person in NBA history I think to have 6 40+ point triple doubles in his career.
Yeah.
And like the second most was 3. And like I think like yeah he's
Like
just
he's just
crushing it.
He's killing it right now.
And every
Actually,
game though has been like every game lately, especially because it was like James Harden's stats last 9 games, James Harden's stats last 10 games, James Harden's stats last 11
You
games.
just keep
And it's
adding
like,
on.
okay, well this is gonna be the cool down game, and then just like nope, oh shit, he put up 42.
Actually,
All
that,
right.
that was one of the first Bird Box memes I saw. Was some guy goes, me at the beginning of the season. Oh, you guys still think James Harden is your MVP? Look at them, they're all playing like shit. And then it goes, me now, and it's the fucking blind Sandra Bullock. Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, James Harden has been lighting it up,
Dude, he's killing
and
it.
I don't know.
He went from just like no discussion of it to now you're like, fuck, you got to give him the MVP. He's
as of right now.
as of right now. Like, yeah, he could tank.
But
like, he's
I just don't know how much of
killing
this.
it.
I don't know if this Rockets team is fool's gold or not, dude.
No.
Right now, like I'm still not 100% sold on them. I want to be. I
No,
want
they're
to
not
be,
that
but
good.
just
Like, I want to be too.
there's so
but-
many holes in that team that like
Austin Rivers is going to have to be a key player for us to finish the year. Like, it's not good.
Austin fucking Rivers,
Like, oh fuck, what's his name? He's from Houston.
Gerald Green.
Gerald Green. He's going to have to be a real. Like, he hit 6 threes the other night.
Gerald Green is fun, but like it's also like Gerald Green can be like 10 of 10 from 3, and then he can also go like 3 of 12 in shooting on the night. You're like, God damn it, Gerald!
He's J.R. Smith light.
He is 100%.
Because he won't take as many shots as J.R. Smith. Like, if he's cold, he'll
J.R.
realize
Smith
and be
just
like,
gets
all right,
the
just
green
take
light
him
on everything.
J.R. Smith, if he's on the court, it doesn't matter if he's 0 for 14. If he sees a shot he likes, he's going to take it.
Yeah.
And usually you can't just take J.R. Smith
True.
off because he's a good enough player to where he's part of your like main rotation. Gerald, you can just go, all right, get on the bench.
Just
get
sit.
out of
Just
here.
sit.
You're done for the rest of the game.
Go away. Go away.
So like, yeah, he can go off, but like, yeah, so he's J.R. Smith light. And it
Yeah.
scares me that he's a key part of our team.
Man, remember when they had defense? When they had
Yeah.
defensive players.
Dude,
those were
dude,
cool.
now,
If only
was it
fucking
Devin-
Chris
is it
Paul's
Devin House?
hamstring would work.
House is another like key player for us. Which the only thing I know about that guy is he's from Houston as well.
Right. So we're just getting people that are local.
Yeah.
It's like the English Premier League right now. We
Yeah,
just
if
want
you're
people
pretty good,
around
the Rockets
town.
have tryouts every Tuesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. Just show up.
It's like a real life basketball version of Invincible.
Exactly. We're just looking for guys that can knock down threes in the corner. That's all you got to be able to do.
So yeah, James Harden, that's a good comeback kid. I'm glad you added that one in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop on to Not Cool, where we just tell you something that's happened, not necessarily a big deal, but sometimes just something that would make you say, just, hey, that's not cool, man, no matter what it is. And we're just gonna kind of weigh in with what's happened to us recently, and I got a couple for you.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right.
So I was gonna come in and say that like it's too early to have a not cool.
It is?
January 2nd. It's too early.
Oh no,
But
it's
then-
not. But like
then-
since we were on the podcast, you know.
That's spoken like somebody who likes his
So
life.
his not cool is about to be about us then, right?
No. It's gonna be that I woke up sick this morning.
So you came and you got sick all over.
By the way,
us.
this is the first thing he said about this to either of us.
fuck.
Hey, I know we've been doing this for an hour and a
Like,
half.
what you got?
guys,
What you
but,
got going on?
Just a little runny nose.
Okay. Well, it might just be winter.
You know, you could have stopped by Walgreens and got one of those little face masks to be considerate, but
Ooh,
okay.
you could have done that. You know, this
Okay.
is a
I'm not-
community microphone
I'm
you're
not
talking
here
into.
coughing and sneezing.
That's true.
But
That's
you're
true.
breathing. The germs are in the air.
Yeah, it could be airborne.
The germs are everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
So,
but now your germs are in the
just
air.
I'm gonna be a little upset if I get sick now. So
So inconsiderate.
if Ebola starts all over again and Robert's patient 0, you guys heard it here first.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm not sick. I'm under the weather.
There you go. There you go. You're
You are a sailor.
Yeah.
so you just being sick is not cool. It's a pretty good one though. Like nobody likes that.
Yeah. Just
And the runny nose.
yeah. Runny
Would you rather have a runny nose or a stuffy nose?
Stuffy.
It's
Really?
Yeah,
I'd rather be able to, because you can blow a runny nose, you know?
Yeah, but runny nose, then after a while, you like the bottom of your nose starts to get all red and irritated because
chapped.
it's running all day. Stuffy nose, you can pick your nose, get rid of that shit.
I just hate like having to be a mouth breather for like 3 days.
Well, that's how I am every time I come here. Like I was listening to some of it too, and like some like from the best of, and especially in the like the cold months, shit from then, because like anytime there's a heater on, my nose just stops working. So like I can hear myself talking on the microphone, and I felt like I just sounded like this through like half of the skits. It's just like my nose, it just stuffs up. Like as soon as there's a heater going or anything like that, like my nose just doesn't
The
work.
heat comes
anymore.
on, nose stops working.
Yeah,
heater makes my head hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
Heater makes me
a little
warm.
bit. Yeah, because you get warm and you get a headache. Like I don't use the heater at my house. If it's cold, just wear 6
Oh, I
blankets.
haven't turned the heat on yet this year.
Yeah.
I think when we talked, below 50 was when we turned it on.
Dude, I can get down to 30. Mine's not getting on.
Oof.
I turned the heater on in my apartment and the smoke detector went off.
It always does like the first time every
Yep.
year when you do it. Yeah, I don't like
Because
why.
it's lighting all the dust on fire.
I don't think that's it.
No, it's totally it.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not,
All the little
but-
dust bunnies that are up in your fucking vents and shit.
They're just
when the heat
getting
comes
burned.
on, they're not really setting them on fire, but you know, like it's when you put something in an oven, it just starts to smoke. It's not really catching fire, but like it's heating up because all it
gotcha.
is lint and shit up there.
It's very true.
Huh.
It's very true.
I base that off of nothing
Well,
but
hey,
it seems
and
like it makes sense, right?
I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna do the research on it either, so I'm
Right.
gonna assume it's fact.
Yeah, you're saying confidently, so I believe you.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
I'm that kind of guy.
The shit I'm saying, like, logically, it tracks.
It does. It really does.
I base it off of nothing, but it could be
Hey.
true.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. Okay, I got Bevo is not cool. He's my not cool this week. I don't know if you watched the Sugar Bowl, Robert, but Bevo, the UT mascot, went a little rogue and tried to gore the Georgia Bulldog mascot, Uga. And it's like, first off, that's a dog you're
Yeah,
going after there,
that was my
buddy.
initial
And,
reaction, too, was, whoa, don't go after the doggy. He's just
So
being
like
a good
I don't
boy.
care. I don't care if it's for school pride or whatever, but like you don't go after
But
dogs. You don't
spin
do
zone, spin zone.
Uh-huh.
That was cool for the state of Texas, though, because he was setting the fucking tone. Texas was an underdog. People didn't really think they had a shot there. Bevo was setting the tone, and guess what? And I know we talked about this already this year. Texas is back. Texas is back. Because I was telling my brother before the game, we were talking about it, and I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Texas wins, but like I also wouldn't be surprised if Georgia just boat
Like
races
41-3.
them. I said beats them by 40. Would not be surprised. But if Texas hangs in there, I wouldn't be surprised if they win. But I really didn't think they were
I
going
think
to.
they need one more year, and they might be back next year.
They're back. Sam Ellinger said it in the post-game celebration.
He's the quarterback. He's gonna have to say that.
By the way, that guy's a fucking tank.
I don't like that guy though.
He was just running people over. He looks.
Ellinger's not a quarterback name. Like he doesn't look like
I
a
hate to
quarterback.
say it,
And
he-
if you don't look like a quarterback, I'm not gonna buy you. as
He
a
looks
quarterback.
slightly R word. I know you get mad at me every time I say it, so I'll just say R word. He does-
Redheaded?
He looks like he's got a little bit of the. It's terrible to say, but look at a picture of him, you know I'm
But
right.
yeah, Bevo is he's my not cool. One of my not cools this week, just because like, bro, don't go after dogs. Like Michael Vick, not cool when you do it. Bevo, same boat for you, buddy. Don't go after dogs. Don't go after dogs.
But thanks for bringing Texas back.
yeah. So really, Bevo is just as bad as Mike Vick, though. So
Yeah.
if you think about it. All right. Complaining about new narrative. Can we push that like that? It's racist that Bevo didn't get sent to jail because of him trying to fight a dog when Michael Vick also fought dogs.
No,
and
if anything,
was
it'd be speciesist.
speciesist.
Yeah.
But Michael Vick got sent to jail because he's black. We can spin that.
Now, you could also spin it that he attacks a dog and he doesn't get put down, but my dog could attack another dog in the neighborhood and he could get put down.
There. See.
Also,
Lot-
Bevo never made contact, though.
Yeah, because luckily there was some brave people that were able to step in, and I think his.
Dude, did you see that lady that almost got gored in the back of the
I
head
didn't
by the
see
horn?
that. I didn't
oh
see
my
that.
God.
But I think his horn is like sawed, isn't it?
Still, like an animal,
still doesn't-
an
it
animal
cut the
moving
force,
that
the
quick.
force, yeah.
an animal moving that quick with something that heavy, with that much force behind it, into the soft part of the back of your skull.
Not great.
That could kill you.
Not great. That's why you gotta have your head on a swivel, kids.
Yeah.
Head's always
It's
gotta
like
be
that
on a
hockey
swivel.
player a couple years back that punched the other guy in the back of the head, almost killed him.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Can't do it.
My other not cool is people that complain about. I think I do this every year. People complain about fireworks on New Year's and also 4th of July, but this is related to New Year's. Just like I saw so many people bitching about like, is it necessary to contend? It's like it's midnight
Yeah.
at New Year's. Like, yeah, that's what people do.
You don't
And they're
like it? Get noise
"It's-
cancellation
It's a
headphones."
little. Well, I liked fireworks until I had a 2-year-old, and then my 2-year-old was crying. It's like, hey, look, it's not my problem. You had sex, and now your baby
Yeah.
cries. Like, there's one way.
Congrats on the sex, but like
There's one
deal
way
with
you
it.
can avoid that. Don't have sex if you don't like. Oh, I mean, it's like. I understand, like, having a kid's a cool thing, but, like, you having a kid doesn't mean I got to change my shit because you wanted to have unprotected
Yeah,
sex.
the world does not revolve around you.
And it's like, yeah, like, you had to, like, when you do that, you have to take into account, hey, there's going to be times where, like, I shouldn't, like, my kid's not going to be able to do this, or this isn't going to be suitable for my kid. I can't get mad at the guy that, like, the other day, we were at Nick's place, and I was watching the Giants-Cowboys game, and I was like, fuck! And they're like, hey, there's a table with kids behind you. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't see you guys behind. They're like, no, it's cool. We get it. We're football fans too. And I was
Yeah,
like,
we brought our kids into a bar.
Well, but I was just like, I'm so sorry. I really, if I had seen you guys there, I promise I would have done that. And they're like, no, it's cool. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. They're gonna learn it one day. And I was like, okay, cool. But like, and like they were
His
cool.
nickname is Fuckhead. He knows the word.
Well, they were cool about it, but like a lot of people would have been, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's like, first off, like if your kid hears fuck one time and that's all they say, then like they probably heard it before and they
Yeah.
just didn't
Don't
tell you.
react to it, and they won't know it's a bad word.
Yeah, it's like with a little kid when like the kid falls down, if you're like, oh my god, are you okay? But if you're like, you're fine, it's so funny. And then the kids are like, I don't know, this is bad, it's cool,
It
whatever.
hurts, but they're laughing.
Okay. So that was not cool. And there we go. Let's move along to our final segment of the week. Our first answers segment of 2019. And you can send us your questions for the answers segment, answers@PassingGradePod.com. If you want to email them to us, you can also tweet them to us at PassingGradePod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03 on the Twitter. Hashtag PTG answers with it, so we'll get to you. And, shout out again to our podcast son, Skylar Lester. He is the Gravies Award winner for Answers Question Asker of the Year.
I won a Gravy too.
You did?
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, it was a little secret right there. A little
You guys
surprise.
tried to play me off, and I did not allow it.
Well, I mean, we did. Wait, we did play
I
you
just
off,
yelled
though.
through it.
We did, but we still played you off, though. Whether or not you keep talking through it is different. We still played you
I went
off.
full Ron Burgundy. I'm still talking here.
I'm not done. But do you still have it? Do you even know where it is?
Oh, fuck yeah. It's well.
I feel like the majority of people with Gravy Awards don't know what it is.
Don't feel bad about where it is, but it's on the floorboard of my passenger seat of my car.
Right where it should be.
It's right where it should. Because
honestly, better than I would have expected.
It was in the cup holder.
Because I would have
And
expected
then
they
my
were all
brother
in the
needed
garbage.
the cup holder, so he just kind of moved it into like the side of his seat, and then it fell down. But I still know exactly where it is.
You can flex on anybody. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, actually, I have an award, so
I'm
You
an
should make it-
award-winning podcaster.
You should make it a hood ornament.
Ooh, I'm an award-winning podcaster.
Make it a hood.
I mean, you are too. I'm sure you won some award in your life. You don't have to say that the award pertains
You
to
won an
podcast.
award, and
I'm an
I am a
award-winning
podcaster.
podcaster.
yeah,
I've won awards before, and I'm an award-winning podcaster. Now, it's probably award-winning,
not
comma.
a podcast award-winning podcaster.
No.
but
It's
you won an
award-winning,
award.
comma, podcaster.
I like this. I like this new move.
But when you say it, award-winning podcaster, people don't know about the comma.
All factual though.
Yeah.
All fact. You're not lying anyway.
That's true.
So for those of you that may be new to 2018, and I like to sell the best of to 2019. I mean, but I like to sell the best of to a lot of people, being like, maybe you haven't heard Pass the Gravy before,
Yeah.
and you're trying to be like, look, I don't know where to start. The best ofs are honestly it's the best stuff from that year. So if you checked out the best of and you're like, okay, I'll check out these guys next year.
Yeah.
Like that's a good way to kind of start off if you wanted to kind of learn. So hopefully we got some people that are new listeners to Pass the Gravy this week that heard the best of, and pretty much what the answer segment is back in the day. I was in Miss Winter's class at Farr Elementary, and she told us that there is no such thing as a stupid question.
Just stupid people.
Pat, she didn't say that.
I had to yell
she
it for the
didn't
first of the year.
say that, but
I guarantee you she thought it.
she might have thought it, but she didn't say it. And will you give me another one? So I was like, all right, well, let me raise my. I don't remember what my question was. I raised my hand, and I remember thinking, I was like, I think I might get made fun. I don't think that this is like a legit question to ask. I mean, this is probably a dumb question to ask. But I was like, whatever. She said there's no such thing. Raised my hand, got laughed at, and was like, what the fuck? One day when I'm in charge, there won't be such a thing as a stupid question. I'm going to answer everybody's questions. So I didn't get put in charge of anything. I just started a podcast, and I kind of appointed myself in that role, and was just like, well, hey, I encourage you to send us any question that you can think of. I don't care if it's dumb or what. I will answer it. We'll get to the bottom of any of your predicaments. And I like that Robert kind of gives us like a warm-up answers question now every week almost, where he has these ponders. Robert's Ponders. You need to make like a Twitter account that's just Robert Ponders, and it's like every day you just put like one of
Ooh,
those,
that's a
and
good
then
idea.
we can just run through them on the podcast. And like, well, Robert the other day was saying, Robert's like, I don't want to do that. It's gonna add 45 minutes to the podcast. Shit.
No, just every time you think of one, just tweet us, and then we'll
That would be funny.
we'll just pick the best of the week.
But yeah, so this is the answers segment, and like I said, you can email them to us, answers@PassingGradePod.com, or tweet them to us with hashtag PTGAnswers at PassingGradePod. Here we go.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
This is from Daniel Tom Chesson, our buddy at the Weekly D podcast. If you haven't listened to them, check them out at Weekly D Pod on the Twitter. Like, subscribe them, listen to them every week right after you listen to Pass the Gravy. But Daniel Tom Chesson at Daniel_Blake says, if you have 10 days left to live and you rob a store and put the money in a bank outside the U.S., this is a very detailed question. Okay, I'm going to restart. Daniel Tom Chesson says, if you have 10 days left to live and you rob a store and put the money in a bank outside the U.S., Whenever you die, does a relative receive the money? Asking for a friend.
Well, here's the thing. If you were able to get the money into a bank outside the U.S., that means you got away with it.
You got away, yeah.
Yeah, like, you
you-
did it. Unless, like, they caught you later.
Well, what was Wolf of Wall Street? He was hiding stuff in like Swiss bank accounts, right?
Yeah.
With the mother-in-law, correct?
Yeah.
And that was illegal.
Oh, it was like the aunt-in-law.
But after you get,
No, but he's just saying you rob a store.
Yeah.
And then, like, you're able to get that money into your bank account and then transfer that into a bank account offshore. But, like,
I would
that means, like, you got away with it. Like, as if you rob a
But if you
store
got
and they
away
don't
with
catch
it-
you immediately, like, you got away with it.
if you got away with it and then got caught later,
That's what I'm saying.
like, could
if,
you
like,
have willed it? Like, I don't know. I think you had to like set up some sort of like next in line kind of thing.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you were able to rob the store and they didn't catch you until, like, I guess, say 11 days later, you had already died.
Mm-hmm.
And that money's in an offshore account, yeah, they can't touch it.
Right. But that doesn't mean necessarily that a relative
Yeah, like, well, if you have-
immediately
if-
receives
well,
the
if-
money. You would have to have it willed to that
Yeah.
relative.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But
Well,
this is not.
I
He
think
didn't
that's-
mention anything of a will.
I think that's implied into it, though.
Okay, yeah. If you've already like set this up, I would guess, yeah.
Yeah. And, you're dead, so they can't come after you for the money.
But what if like can't they like put like a hold on it though and be like we still are kind
Well,
of
not if it's
questioning
not
this?
if it's in, like, a Swiss bank account, because the Swiss do their own shit. They're completely neutral. They don't.
You had to set up a bank account anywhere outside the U.S. Where would you go?
Ireland, because I feel like Ireland probably gives you deals where, like, if you deposit so much money with us, you get a bottle of Guinness or Jameson. Like, I just feel like that's probably a thing that Irish banks do.
I could see that.
Plus,
I could
it would
see
give
that.
me an excuse to visit Ireland.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like I was gonna say like Virgin Islands, but that's American territory, so it doesn't count. Fiji, is Fiji American? I don't think so. No, Fiji's not. I'd put it like over in Fiji or Tahiti. Tahiti.
Oh,
It's a
God.
Red
that
Dead
game's so good.
Redemption reference for those of you.
We're
that don't
going
know.
to Tahiti.
Tahiti. Basically the entire
Yeah,
game.
so yeah,
the same
Tahiti.
guy just
I'd
tells
put
you.
it in
but-
Tahiti.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in a Tahitian bank account, and then you just will it to a relative, and they receive that money. So yeah, Daniel, if you
They would
or
totally
a
receive the
friend, if you or a friend were planning on doing that, first off, let us know. But don't let us know. Like you're not letting us know. We're saying you're not letting us know on the podcast. So now, in a court of law, this can't come back to bite us.
Fact.
But we also would like a cut since we gave you advice on this.
Sound legal advice.
This is legal counsel as well, so this is another thing that cannot be used against us in a court of
As,
law because
you
attorney
guys are
client
our
privilege.
lawyers, but we're also your lawyers.
Right. It's a two-way street. That's why it's pro bono on both ways.
Yeah.
So like we all are entitled to everything that one of the other gets, but like we just don't pay each other for it.
Fact.
That's legal
Yeah.
stuff for you right there.
Except we want to be paid for this one.
We would like to get paid for it.
Yeah.
But like we would also share the wealth, if we win big, but maybe.
Yeah, depending on what it is, we'll just throw another party at Packers.
Yeah, there we go. That's kind of what we do. We sell websites. We just throw an office trivia night.
Yeah.
And we didn't really sell anything for the Christmas
I do not
spectacular.
sound like that. That wasn't even close to standing.
Nah,
That was bad.
not even close. So yeah, I guess you could
Yes.
give a relative the money
Yes.
if you were to rob a store and put it in a bank account outside the
Yeah,
US.
as long as you got it in the bank account that is outside of U.S. jurisdiction before you got caught. Mm-hmm. Which I guess once you get
Or
it
what if
there,
you just do Bitcoin? Right? Or Bitcoin's dead now, isn't it?
well, you know what? I think you would also have to get all of your other money into there too, because if they found out you caught it, they could probably still take it out of
Is
your
that money
regular-
laundering?
Well, I don't know. They could probably get it out of your regular. No, because you're not laundering the money. You just stole it. But if you have any money left in your other bank accounts, they could take it out of there, I'm sure, for reimbursement. But if you had no money in your bank accounts, like say you're broke and you did this with 10 days left to live, I don't think they could touch the money, as long as it's in a offshore where the U.S. government can't touch it.
That's true.
Yes, they would get the money, but also make sure you don't have any other money that you're going to will them.
Don't leave a trail.
Yeah.
Don't leave a trail.
Clear out your other bank account too, and put it in the same thing. And then you're
That's
good.
why you just invest in gold. Gold bars.
And then just hide it around your property, like
Just
Ron
bury
Swanson.
it. Yeah, just bury it. Our next question. Ooh, Seth Harris. I don't think we've heard from Seth Harris before. Seth Harris emailed us in, and he says, better foot-related feeling. And he gives us 2 options. Is a better foot-related feeling putting on a brand new pair of socks, or is it taking off uncomfortable shoes after a long day?
Uncomfortable shoes.
I was about to say, this is a pretty easy one for me. I would say it's taking off
No,
uncomfortable
a
shoes.
nice new pair of socks are really good.
Right
like
at
when
the
you get them
pack,
on,
you put 'em-
and
you-
they have
you can-
just the right amount of compression, so it feels good.
You can move your toes around like they say on Die Hard. You make little fists with your toes,
Yeah.
and you're like, ha, this is great. I love this.
Yeah.
But he tells
But
you to do it
taking
barefoot.
off uncomfortable shoes, yeah, that's
Nothing
the better
better.
feeling.
There's nothing better.
I mean, also, if you had said putting on new socks or just taking off any socks at the end of the day, taking off any socks is the better feeling.
especially wet socks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But, like, just at the end of the day when you're sitting there,
Robert made the grossest face when I said wet socks. He's bleh.
Okay.
There's the one thing that I know now that disgusts Robert is wet socks.
So I'm also gonna go with taking off shoes.
yeah.
But here's a little spin. Is it uncomfortable shoes taking that off? Is that better than putting on new shoes when you're a kid and feeling like you can run super fast?
Ooh, yeah. Like, so, like, okay. Did you guys get the? I'm assuming everybody went through this phase where you got the light up shoes at
No,
some
I
point.
never got 'em.
You never got light up shoes.
No.
I remember
Didn't really
they were
care.
like L.A. Lights or whatever it was called. I don't remember what it was, like there was
Well, I
something.
definitely wasn't going to get name brand.
Well, there was something. Like, I don't think it was like the name brand, but there was something Lights or whatever it was. And I remember that, like, when I first got this, like, I'm gonna be so fast. I'm gonna be so fast in these. And it's like that. They didn't do anything. They just lit up.
What were the ones with the fake springs in the back that everyone thought
The
made you
Nike
jump?
Shocks.
Shocks. I always wanted.
SHOX.
I always wanted PF Flyers.
Yeah, after watching
even though
The
they're like
Sandlot.
20 years out of date at that point.
You saw the Sandlot. Yeah, you did. Right?
No.
God
No, I
damn
haven't
it,
seen
Robert!
He gets
Like,
a pair of PF Flyers. He puts them on, and
guaranteed
like,
to make a
it's-
kid run faster and jump higher.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you want to see me at
But
least
that
jump
kid,
higher,
by the way, met Babe Ruth.
by the way, maybe you should just Google Pat McGuffey right now, Pat McGuffey, and you'll find some videos on YouTube about maybe
Many years
someone who
ago.
looks a lot like me but younger and less fat jumping over things.
Many years ago.
Yeah,
Many moons. Okay.
many moons. And guess what? They weren't PF Flyers, but I was wearing Converse.
Ooh. Okay, so basically
Updated technology
basically
of the
same
PF
thing.
Flyers.
But yeah, just like and like a lot of people would say like, would you like putting on new shoes? But I like that you threw in the caveat of like when you were younger, because when you were younger, like now, like when you put on new shoes, like
I'd still go with taking off
I'm gonna have to
uncomfortable
break.
shoes, though.
But like when you put on new shoes, you got to break them in a little bit too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of uncomfortable for the first day or so. So like that's not even like super exciting. Like you're not even like relieved. Like you're stoked because like you're looking fresh as fuck. But like
Shoes are just the bras of the feet, and what do all girls do when they get home?
take off that
bra goes
They
flying.
Take off that bra. There you go. Hey fellas, finally something that we can discuss like that.
Yeah.
Finally, something for men.
That's why. so from now on, also just call your feet shoe tits, because that's what they are. They're just tits that go in your shoes.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. So yeah.
So are we all actually wearing the wrong shoe size?
No, I wear the
Oh,
Chris.
because like, it's only if they're uncomfortable shoes, I guess. Like my
Well, you
my
can't
shoes are
even
pretty
tell, like-
comfortable now.
No, like I buy cheap shoes for work just because I have non-slip ones, and until I put in like the good soles that you can just buy, like Dr.
Dr.
Scholl's or
Scholl's.
whatever.
Ooh, those
Yeah,
are
like
nice.
it's been like 3 weeks now. These shoes are uncomfortable as fuck.
Did you ever go stand on one of those Dr. Scholl's machines?
I've never found
I
one.
have.
Well, I've seen them. Like but like, you stand on it and it's like, oh, this is how you stand. You should get these insoles, and it's like, okay, tight. But like, they never show you an insole that's not like $70, and you're like, I'm just gonna get the cheap $20 one. That's what I'm getting. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. I'm getting the heels.
Well, I assume mine's just gonna go. Oh, there's a lot of pressure on all of them because you're fat. So like,
It's just red everywhere.
Just buy 2 soles for
Just
each
double
one.
stack. It's 140 each sole. That was a good question, Seth,
Yeah.
and especially because I believe that's his first one to the podcast. So
Yeah.
welcome aboard.
Hey, early leader for newcomer of the year.
There you go, Rookie of the Year. He's on the board. Write it down, boys.
You write it down.
Hey, somebody document this. I'm not writing this shit down.
You're supposed to mark all of these things every week. To
I am,
make
but I'm lazy.
it'll make the awards easier next year too.
Pistachio Fernandez, he was a nominee for Best Answers
He
Question
was.
Asker. At Pistachio Fern on the Twitter, he says, if putting a handle on something can make it a ladle, then handling 2 drinks with both hands shouldn't it be called double? Wait.
Here, if putting a handle
Yeah,
on
okay,
something
you
can
do
make
this.
it a ladle, then handling 2 drinks with both hands, should it be called double fisting or double ladling? I'm still going to go double fisting.
Double fisting sounds cool. I mean, I get it. You are putting a handle on it, and which in itself makes it a ladle. makes it a ladle. So it's already a ladle. Whether like we're not debating that. Like you'd still, I think double fisting sounds cooler than double
Just because it
ladling.
makes
You
it a
are
ladle,
double ladling.
You're not ladling anything though because the liquid is already in the drink. You're not ladling.
No,
the drink.
it's just an already full ladle is what it becomes.
But then you're not ladling
You're right. Double.
because it has already been.
okay.
It's already been ladled.
So you'd be double ladled.
Yeah. So it's double fisting still.
Double fisting, I think sounds cooler than
Yeah.
double ladling. But yes, you would be making double ladles.
I love how we actually logically work out the.
That's
dumbest
my favorite
shit
thing
on
though. Like
this.
that,
It's
like
so
somebody
good.
somewhere is like, what the fuck is this like how do they just like this ladle thing? Is this new?
Like there needs
I
to
just
be-
want somebody every time we talk about ladles to be like the first time they hear it, like they're just really casually discussing ladles.
I just
Okay.
had an idea for an app. It's just you can hit the skip button and it just skips to a random part of a random fucking podcast.
About
and you
ladles.
just start listening from there. So like it could go bam Joe Rogan and then bam it switches over to fucking NPR and then bam you hear us.
Yeah.
You just keep hitting skip until something and then the first thing they're hearing about is us describing what the fuck is and is not a ladle.
Well, Pistachio had tweeted us this, and then somebody named Double Ladle liked it. And I was like, are you just looking up, like, are you just searching Double Ladle on Twitter and, like, just finding people that say the words Double Ladle back to back or whatever it was? And I was like, I just hope that person's like, what the fuck is this podcast?
Oh, you
and then
should
they
have
listen and
clicked
they're like,
on-
oh my God, it's a Ladle podcast.
Yeah. You should have clicked on their profile and see if they were just
This is
liking
just a
ladles.
regular discussion these guys have. What a horrible premise.
or a genius premise.
Or a genius premise.
Because it's one of those things where you listen and you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? Someone goes to change, you're like, no, I want to see where they're going.
Yeah, right.
I have to hear where this is
Speaking
going.
of Twitter,
or
also-
my brain's going to explode.
Also, shout out to I think it's Goth Charlie Kelly. She was recommending us to some people on.
What a great name.
I know, it's pretty great. She was recommending us to people that were asking for podcast recommendations. If you ever see anybody, it's like, hey, what podcast should I check out? Like, I really appreciate it when you're like, hey, check out Pass a Great Podcast. And she
Yeah.
was like, they're pretty rad. Give them a listen. So shout out to Goth Charlie Kelly.
Thank you,
You're
Goth
dope.
Charlie.
Yeah, so it's double fisting Pistachio, but good question. Welcome back. Happy New Year to you. Ben V says, he says, trees, nature's jazz hands. Yes. Hello, we're
No.
here.
No.
Why not? Why not?
No.
They're nature's
No,
jazz
because
hands. I love them.
you know what's nature's jazz hands? Peacock feathers.
That's already, but that's
But jazz hands, you have to explode them and shake them. Peacock feathers, have you ever seen them open up?
trees
They
have like
shake
colors
out.
and shit.
But they actually shake out like jazz hands. That's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
nature's jazz hands.
Trees don't move
They
Oh,
sway-
you ever?
there's
Do you know what
they sway
wind
in the
is?
wind. They sway
unless
in the
there's wind. But
Just
yeah.
follow the wind. You said
Yeah,
this
but,
before.
like-
Let the wind do its job.
No, but like so jazz hands happen when you shake, right? Trees in general are not jazz hands because they're not always moving.
When you think jazz hands, what do you think of?
Bring it on.
It's okay, because I was gonna say I think The Office.
Jesus Christ.
When Dwight fired a gun, and they're like, "Okay, but every time I say it, you have to do jazz hands," and Dwight had to keep screaming, "Ha!" The
No,
CEO's
it's totally
there.
Bring It On.
Yeah, it's Bring It On
No,
because that's where like,
peacocks-
you were introduced
Peacocks
to
are
it.
totally
but-
because everyone thinks of a peacock just going, "Whoo," and like it majestically coming out. No, they fucking like shake those.
You know,
feathers
like
out.
I think it's River Oaks. There's just fucking peacocks that just wander around.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're super rich and you
What
can just
the?
go.
But like, how do
"Hey,
you
I
get
want-
a peacock there ever? I guess a rich person buys a peacock.
yeah,
and
rich people
you
just
buy
buy
two
peacocks.
and they just fuck, and then okay, there
Yeah,
we
and
go.
then you got peacocks walking
And that's
around.
how. Okay, that was a open shut case.
How do you do that? Oh, you have lots of money. Oh, that's how you do it.
But like, how weird would that be if you just like wander, like you're walking in an area? What the fuck is this? A peacock?
Or you come home.
You going to like visit like an ant?
Bill down the street, fucking drove home a little drunk, and there's just 3 dead peacocks in the road.
There's like multicolored feathers.
He's
and
like, I
blood.
didn't do it. There's blood and feathers on your car, Bill. We're sending you the bill.
know.
Bill, you've bought 14 peacocks this year. Stop drinking.
Where do you get a peacock?
Get an Uber.
Like, can you get a peacock off Craigslist?
You go
Probably. You could probably get a
I'm
peacock
rich
off
and
Craigslist.
boredwithmoney.com. That's where you get peacocks.
What do you think a peacock goes for? All right, we're gonna find out.
Let's see who can find it first. This is the
How
part where we
much
Google things.
Is a peacock? A peacock is about $1,100. That's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal for a peacock. Ooh,
Oh,
somebody said
here's- hold
that
on,
they can
here's
cost
where
up
you
to
get 'em.
$275.
You go
too.
to birdsnow.com. That's where you buy them. There's one listed here for $500.
Birdsnow.com showed up on mine.
$500. They're selling this one for $150.
Dude, we could get a peacock for a steal.
$350 here.
Do we need to buy a peacock?
Let's see. Is there
No,
any in
we
Texas?
don't. We shouldn't buy one. Yeah, they're River Oaks. We could just
Washington.
we could go steal a River Oaks
Yeah, good luck
peacock.
fucking sneaking into River Oaks.
We're white. We can get in. Wear a
no.
suit. We're attorneys.
Well, you know what? I don't own a suit because I've never needed one.
Okay.
Yeah, all these ones are in Florida, California, and Michigan. Texas isn't big on the peacock racket.
Dude, we can get one out of River Oaks, I bet.
I bet you we can't.
I bet we could.
I bet you all those birds have trackers.
You think?
They're rich. Why wouldn't you put trackers in your birds?
Because I think that they got too many of them, and at a certain point, they just started reproducing too many, and now they're like they're just wandering around. You
No,
know?
because I guarantee you they have one groundskeeper who's like Bill Murray from Caddyshack. When there's too many, they're just like, hey, Carl, go fucking kill 6 of the peacocks.
Silly gophers.
Oh, I get it. I'm going to go out there.
Oh, the gophers.
Cinderella story out of nowhere. 1 bullet, 2 peacocks.
Come back, kid.
I beat it with a shovel. So yeah, peacocks.
Peacocks
you
are
can get them
nature's
for like
jazz hands?
$150.
But like, to me, nature is like something that grows in the ground. Like that's not a living thing. I mean, I guess a tree's a living thing, huh?
It is. And
I like trees. I think trees. They blow in the wind. They got the little
well,
jazzy
then
hands.
we get Robert. Which is it? Is it trees or is it peacocks?
I mean, I think I'm going to be overruled on this, and I understand.
Yeah.
I respect the exercise, but I'm just going to say I'm going to stick firm with my
Robert's our tiebreaker.
my thought that it's trees.
It's not trees.
So then
I
it's
mean,
peacocks?
we can
Yeah,
all
it's
agree.
peacocks.
We can
There we go.
all agree to disagree.
Wheezy loves licking my hand.
What if a bunch of peacocks ejaculated onto a person at the same time? Would it be peacocky?
Peacocky?
Just just thinking peacocks here.
Would it be peacocky or poococky?
Peacocky. I like peacocky better.
I do. That's definitely me.
Okay, we have I think one more left.
Yep.
Right, what do we got?
Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm playing.
No,
with Wheezy.
I get you.
Wheezy,
I get you.
cannot
Wheezy.
drink the beers.
She did drink some beer. She had some champagne of beers the other night for New Year's.
So classy.
She just had a couple licks. Brandon Whitehead. Ooh, another nominee, I believe, for Answers Question Asker of the Year. I think he won Best Podcast Review of the Year. You guys can still get it on that. Go give us those 5-star reviews on iTunes. He's just pawing you in the face.
Because I'm messing with her because she's a baby.
Dude, so I've been doing this for Christmas. My dad got her a frisbee, and we were trying to just throw it to her real short and see if she could catch it in her mouth, like in the air.
She can't.
And she's been using her paws to like trap it, and it's like she's like got fucking hands like a receiver.
catching
It's
like a
insane.
little person.
It's insane. But see, she gets pawy with you though.
She does, and I don't even mind.
No, she's pretty great. She's pretty
little
great.
puppy.
But just don't shoot fireworks around her. 'Cause she's not a big fan. All right, Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead. He was the Gravies Award winner for Best Podcast Review this year. He said, "A bird doing multiple lines of cocaine. Goosebumps.
No.
That's a line.
Yeah,
Goose
lines and bumps are two very different things. Learn
Not
about
to be,
drugs,
Not
Brandon.
to be the guys that are like drug experts or anything.
I've never done them, but I've seen both lines and bumps.
But a
being done.
bump is like you put a bump on a key, right?
Yeah, just a little bump, just a little. A
little
line
key
is,
bump. Yeah.
You gotta do a line. A bump, you just snort real quick.
Do a line with a straw, right? But you don't have to, but you.
No, you don't have to.
The
or,
movies you
and
do.
Really, no, you don't use a straw. What you use is a rolled up dollar bill like Johnny Manziel.
Or hundreds if you're rich.
Yeah, well.
We're trying to flex.
Yeah,
Trying to
well,
flex
in
on
college, you're probably using
So,
a dollar
all right,
bill.
my New Year's resolution that I'm coming up with right now, I'm going to use the word flex more this year than I have before. Like, towards the end of the year, I started trying to throw out the weird flex, but okay. Like, I want to just use the word flex a lot. Like, not in the, like, I'm flexing my muscles, just like, all right, bro, you flexing on that?
I've been saying
Flex on it,
Gucci. More
Dude,
from
dude.
8th grade.
I like I use Gucci. I think Gucci's kind of my regular vocabulary.
I started saying it ironically. Now I'm saying it.
Where it's just like, I'm that guy now.
Yeah.
Now,
No, dude,
now
you-
I'm just using this every day.
You remember in high school when instead of flex, it was we'd say plex. You just plex on 'em. Which, by the way, I believe one of the
So dumb.
originators of that, Michael Hutchins, just got married.
Oh, not
Good for him.
That was really great for 4 people that know who
Yeah.
he is right now. That's gonna be a
gonna
new.
cut that.
That's good. Yeah, thank you for cutting
I
that.
always felt like I was never cool enough to say Plex, though.
That'll be like a new bit that we do where we just really get we already do it, but like we get really deep into just like specific people that me and Pat know, and then we just talk more about their specific lives without giving a lot
Oh,
of
no,
details.
that'll be good, because then random people will start Facebooking them and shit, and they'll feel awkward.
Like, who the hell? Michael's like, why the hell are all these people friend requesting me and talking about gravy? What the fuck? Jazz hands and peacocks?
Why
What
are
is
people sending me
peacocky?
ladle websites?
Just go find. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Don't go back and listen to that name, but definitely don't go send them. Just any person by that name. Definitely
Ask
go
where
send
his
them eBay
registry is
links
at.
to.
And just send them links for ladles.
For their wedding registry, they just get 4,000 different ladles. Like, what are we gonna do with all these? We're making a lot of soup, babe. Making a lot of soup. We don't even have spoons. We just have ladles. I mean, they work.
The babies are
A
going to learn
ladle's
to
just
use
a
ladles.
massive spoon that's easier to drink out of. It's a spoon cup.
Oh, I love
It's a
that
spup.
idea. No, it is not Goosebumps.
I would say they're goose lines, but like
Yeah.
I get what you were going with on that, and I like it. I appreciate the effort on that.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good stuff. Fuck, I'm sad that the podcast is about to be over.
Yeah.
Like for 2 weeks I was just like, I can't wait till me and the boys are back in the podcast studio,
are back in
just
town.
fucking partying, hanging out, talking a little soccer, talking a little football. We got to watch West Ham together as a team. I feel like even and then we got to see let's call it the miracle in East London.
Yeah.
Miracle in East London is what we're coining that term now because they scored 2 goals in 8 minutes to tie the game. Arnautovic, my favorite player. I've said it for days now.
Yeah.
For days.
He's my favorite player of the year.
I mean, I think Hammer of the Year is going to be it's going to be our goalie, but still,
Well, right now it's Arnautovic.
Fabianski. I'd say Fabianski.
No, of the
he
year.
kept us in a lot of games.
Did we play yesterday?
We played Sunday.
So not yesterday.
No,
So then of the year, because the year started yesterday,
that's true.
it's Arnautovic.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I can see that argue.
Boom. Flex.
I mean, not of the season. Weird flex, but okay. Weird flex. What you had to find a weird word now to use too. What is Pat gonna use?
Plex.
I like that. I love that Robert uses Gucci. Then that makes me really happy that Robert's
really
word
does
is
make me
Gucci.
very
What's yours
happy.
gonna be, buddy?
I don't know, man.
It's
I'm gonna
gotta be
have
a
to think
good
of
one. Try and use fleek.
No.
I want you to use the word on. I want you to like say that's
Nope.
on fleek, dude. But like, don't even like use it like appropriately. Just be like, that's fleek, dog. Dog, that is so fleek. Because I think everything's on fleek, right?
You know what I'll do? I'll rewatch Parks and Rec and I'll find one of the words that Andy just uses completely
No, just
wrong.
do Zach Galifianakis. That is not very Raven. Or just start saying things are so Raven or not very Raven. Me and Curtis tried to change. Remember how you used to
No,
memorize
I know what
the
I'm gonna
colors
say.
of the rainbow?
It's not very Cash Money of you, bro.
That's not. Yeah, there you go. He likes that meme. But I remember like when you'd learn like they in school when they were trying to teach you the rainbow colors. It was Roy G. Biv, and Curtis and I tried to do a whole bit where we were like, "Dude, that is so Roy G. Biv." And I was like, "Let's just make Roy G. Biv like a different word for cool," and it didn't catch on at all. but maybe we make Roy G.
That
Biv.
is so fetch.
2019, the year of the Roy G. Biv. What does that mean? Red, orange,
No,
yellow,
I-
indigo, blue, violet? What?
I think that's gonna be mine. It's just that's not very Cash Money of you.
That is not very Cash Money. I like it. So not very Cash Money for you. I'm gonna say flex a lot more, and then Robert's gonna use Gucci. Let us know what your new weird words are, guys. At PastorJPod, at Alex J. Middleton, at Robert Barbosa03, at Not Pat Dion. Give us that 5-star review on iTunes or anywhere else you listen. What do you listen to on Robert on Android? Not
Google Podcast.
Google Podcasts.
Yeah.
It's not Google Play.
It's the same. It's two
Same
different
thing.
things.
Okay.
But-
I don't know. I didn't know the correct nameology of it, as they say. iHeartRadio, give us 5-star reviews on all of that. Screenshot us. We'll give you a shout out on the next podcast after we see it. And hey, welcome back to the podcast, guys. I'm super stoked that we get to do a whole nother year with you guys with the same cast hanging out for a whole another year again. It's going to be a great 2019. Happy New Year to all of you guys. And until we talk to you guys next week, pass the gravy, you bitches.
Whoa.